Can we please have like a meanwhile?
Meanwhile,
That's
down.
it.
And my
Back
mic
it
was
out.
off, so that's good. Hi everybody. Hi Ruby. Hi Gwen.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Hi Rachel.
Hey, Shelby.
Hey Nightstar.
Shelby.
Hey Shelby. Subscribed for 40 months in a row.
Yo, yeet.
That's
Thank you so
insane.
much, Shelby. Holy
You can spawn the channel.
balls.
Yeah.
Holy
my dog.
D20s.
Oh my
Batman.
Dog.
Oh my dog.
Oh my
Hey
dog.
Nightstar.
My dog
I gotta get all
indeed.
my good dice
I love
out.
good. Oh hi Sam.
Hey, Sam.
I
Hey,
say,
Sam.
Hi,
Yeah,
Wesley Sam, who is not
we
my
are
Sam.
so
Yeah.
guys, we are Katie-less this week. So Jade will be played by me, but I'm going to keep the RP with Jade to a bare minimum because it's not my character to play, and you know I can make guesstimates of what Katie would do in certain situations, but she has surprised me before, so I am going to
Try not to.
if there is indeed combat,
Hi,
then I will be
Hey,
taking over
cyanide.
Jade so that the whole
Trent.
team doesn't die.
And
Hey,
Marina.
Lisa
Yeah.
subscribed,
Yeah,
Marina
Lisa.
subscribed, Cyanide Ash subscribed, and Sammy subscribed. Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, I had actually
Oh, thanks,
upgraded.
Rachel.
Yeah, I had upgraded to tier 2 because I realized when I got my receipt from my resub, I'm still under the Xola or the Zola thing.
Oh, you
so
upgraded
like,
into the normal system.
Yeah,
What's
so I'm like,
Zola
I
thing?
should. It was like,
Zola's used to be their
Yeah.
payment system they used to use for Twitch, but now Twitch handles it themselves now.
Ah.
For
I was like,
subscriptions.
I was like, this is probably a couple years too late, but hey, I can upgrade to tier 2, so
Hang
on.
might
Says
as well.
she has
Oh,
little
no.
Hey,
mini,
Nessie,
little
welcome.
mini Aizawa, so now I got
Where did all my D6s go? I don't have enough for
Did they go on
Fireball, you
holiday?
guys.
Oh no,
I think
that's
I was
so
letting Jack
terrible.
play with them. I think I was letting Jack play with them because I taught him how to roll.
Oh, you're
fireball
teaching him
damage.
really.
no.
If y'all
Aw.
remember that
Hey,
conversation.
Thanks for gifting a sub to Nessie.
If
Welcome
we
to
hit
the
level
sub
5,
club,
guys,
Nessie.
we
Yeah.
will have a giveaway. That's if we hit level 5.
Yes,
Finish
if we
level
hit
5.
level
Is that
Five
Aizawa?
This is
Oh,
Aizawa, and here's Deku.
That's adorable.
Oh,
What's that?
Ah.
Or should I-
my hero.
Wait, hold on, I'll go grab
Catherine
mine. I'll be
said
back.
that she had hers, so I had to bring
I
mine
didn't-
with me.
Aizawa doesn't look
didn't-
tired
Nice.
enough.
No, I know,
didn't
he
get
needs to
any
be
new
more
pop
tired.
vinyls, but I did get some new little Harry Potter things.
I may or may not have a
Hey,
Vexalia
thank
pop
you, Lady
figure in my
We're level
cart,
2
and
now.
I'm debating
Aw,
whether or not
thank
I'm
you
gonna
very
get it.
much
Do they
for the
make
gifted sub.
Hey.
To
Do they make
Gamer
Mighty
Lady Lefty.
Nine pops?
Ooh,
Not
we
Mighty
just
Nine,
hit-
we're
we
not
just
Mighty Nine,
completed
but-
level
Or,
1 hype
Vox
train.
Machina.
Level 1
Vox
hole?
Machina, yeah.
Level 1 hype train completed.
Hype train.
Ooh. Just a reminder, if we do get to level 5, that's a giveaway.
Yeah.
You could
We
get,
got
you could
so
win a
close
shirt.
last stream.
with
You
our
could
character.
win a
Win a
shirt.
shirt.
We were.
In fact, you could win a hoodie.
What's that?
So
Oh,
if you hit the level
fancy.
5 100% hype train, we will be giving away a hoodie that isn't even on the store.
Oh my dog.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Exclusive.
That actually is a not my dog moment.
A season 2 of Yeet
What?
for Initiative shirt.
Oh, with Jade. Hey.
With Jade.
Wait,
Fun.
do we have new art that I didn't see?
Do we have new art?
Oh, no,
It's a
no,
surprise
no,
to all of
no.
us.
No.
I mean, yes.
But
'Cause
no.
Yeah. But
Just
yeah.
of Jade?
That means he's
yes,
not going to
there's
show
Jade
us.
and something else.
What?
But yeah, so if we hit that level 5 100% hype train,
else would
somebody's
there
going to be
be?
getting some exclusive.
Did Edgar, is
Talking
Edgar on
about
the
hype.
Edgar is not on the shirt.
Talking about hype, is our player memory going to be too handy again this
Yes,
week?
we do have a
200
player
course.
memory. It will be the 200. Katie is not here
Yeah,
tonight,
Katie's not
unfortunately,
here.
Nutmeg. Katie had other things to do, but Katie will be back next week, so I will be playing.
She did
Oh.
tell me to tell you guys though, don't let Wes kill her character.
Oh no.
Yeah, she also
They
told me to
love
tell you
good.
guys that too.
She
I'm
has a
not
good
gonna
point.
kill
Is it
Katie's
Jaden?
character unless you guys royally screw up. So,
Well,
don't
that's a
do
lot.
that,
Person
and she'll
Jaden.
be
Yeah,
fine.
I'm feeling attacked here.
So it
That's
won't
a
really
lot-
be
that's a
my
lot of
fault. It
pressure
would
to
be
put
I'm
your
feeling
fault.
attacked right now. I'm
I
don't
locked
know
in a
what you're
room.
talking
Why
about.
don't we
Joey and
start
I
it
are-
off? Nisa, start us off with in-character introductions.
Oh, I'm top left. Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
so
man.
caught off guard. Okay. Hi guys. My name is Nisa, or Nizarth in chat, and I am going to drop. You know what? Because I can now do this, I'm going to drop the a toss a coin emote. That's me.
Yes,
Nice.
my
So-
favorite.
Yes,
Toss a
it's-
coin to your Twitcher.
Toss a coin to your Twitcher, and
Toss
toss
a
a
coin to
coin to the donos if you want to unlock the player memory. So that's a great segue right there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I play our residential half-elven rogue, Avenir Elsbein. She is also an arcane trickster, and holy moly, Tori just gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, thank you so much, Tori.
Yeah, and yeah, she's an arcane trickster. So in game, Katrin has taught her some magic things, and yeah, she's in a bit of a pickle with some of our party members. So let's see what's gonna happen. This is fine. It's all fine, guys.
It's all fine. It'll be great.
Everything's fine. You're
It's fine.
fine.
It's fine. Yeah. So with that said and done, I'm gonna go ahead and pass off my positivity mug. They can get an exclamation merch, and I'm gonna pass it off over to Steve. I hope I'm doing it the right way.
You did.
I think
you
this
did.
is sending
You
you.
did.
I think this is
Yay!
sending. Oh
Yeah.
wow! Somehow it turned into a glass of water.
That's
Oh my
so
gosh.
weird how
That's
that worked
amazing.
out.
How weird. Hi.
Teleported
I'm
him a
Tyson.
glass of water from America to Australia.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Oh, I can't sense a beat because my voice mod's broken.
Yeah.
What? Hold on.
What?
What the?
There we go.
I have to
Beep
manually
for you.
tap it.
Manually do it.
Well, hi. I'm Tyson. I'm a male fighter Goliath. What else am I? I am a prince of Brayden. I'm running out of glasses now. And
You sure about
You
that?
have more than
I'm the
one
tank
pair.
of the team. Hi. I have many glasses on my face.
The
I've
bit
got
that
four.
keeps
This
on
actually
giving.
makes sense because he's the only one who can't see in the dark.
This is
That
true.
is
I'm the
true.
only one without
Fair.
dark vision.
Yeah.
So right now I've got 4 glasses, but that still won't help me. But hi. Oh god, this is bad. This was a bad gag.
The gag
Tyson-
that keeps on giving.
It's the one that keeps on giving. Tyson, I'll just do the cool glasses. Hi. Tyson is a big boy who he's got a heart of gold, or hope is heart of gold, even though he robs dead people. But he tries to correct wrongs, whether it's his own. Hello. I don't know who that was, but hi.
Hi.
He tries to correct wrongs, either if it's his own or other people's. If he sees wrong where, someone's been hard done by, he gonna clap some people. But I am NZ Stephen F. Hey, we hit the high train.
Hey,
Hey,
level
like
1
heights.
completed. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Awesome. And that is me. Well, not me. I'm not. Well, I hope that emote's not me. Caught on fire, but fire
You don't speak
biscuits.
that into existence.
Oh, we got a hype kick emote we unlocked.
Hype.
Ah.
We're
I
gonna.
do love that.
We're going hype kick.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
my
here.
dog.
Oh my dog. This is a failing bit,
Funniness.
so I'm going to just pass this glass of water in a very COVID-friendly manner to our lovely. Wait, did I cover everything? Yeah, Tyson's a Goliath. He's a fighter. He breaks walls down, kills his whole team. What? Take my drink.
Down, down, Steve, down,
down,
Down, down, down, down,
down,
Down,
Put it
right?
Diagonal,
Yeah.
diagonal.
So
There.
close.
Yeah, almost.
There you go. There you go. There it is.
There it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, I don't have a drink, but I do
so
have
good at this.
peaches.
Oh, I was going to say, they have a new album.
AKA twerk seats.
I was gonna say it doesn't beat the greatest hits album from last
Yeah,
No,
so
it
let's
doesn't. We were
doesn't
talking
hit
about
that
that
quite hit.
earlier. I will never beat that in my life ever.
Janice
I think we
Joplin's-
clipped that. We clipped that, right?
I think we did.
definitely did.
It's in the highlights, which if you have any highlights you want to share with us, post in the Discord.
Yeah,
So
we'll
this-
make
Yeah.
a montage.
Yeah, I
video.
apologize that I haven't uploaded the last 2 episodes to YouTube. Those will be going up this coming week along with this episode. My brain is a pile of mush.
It's
What's
been a week.
new, Wes?
It has been a week.
It's been a
To
little
be
bit.
It's
fair.
been 1 week.
Okay, hi.
Hi. Hi, Tyson. Tyson here to say hello to the little friend that holds my leg. How's it going down there, Boneless?
Wait, which way are you? Good, fine,
Um,
thanks.
You're doing great, sweetie. Oh,
Here,
that was
I'm
me.
gonna. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Who am I? What's going on here?
Who are you? Where
That's
am I?
very on brand
very-
for Dr. Boneless.
I'm
yeah.
Megastar9 in chat. I don't know if you can all hear it, but my family is screaming
Sure.
downstairs because something is going obviously wrong. And, that's what happens.
Did they lose stocks in a particular company?
Let's not bring this up, but
I play Dr. Boneless, the Deep Gnome Warlock. Small man, big butt.
That's
Does he
new.
though?
That's enough.
That's all you need to know.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
My wife.
Yeah. Hey,
My
hey,
wife.
hey, Joey,
My
don't
wife.
forget
Joey's mom.
don't forget to drop a thing in chat.
I
too.
did. I dropped Patricia.
She put Patricia.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't see
Patricia.
Patricia.
Patricia!
Ah.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
I'm gonna pass my peaches over to which way? To Cody.
That
To
way.
your
That
mum's
way.
side. Where your mum is. Yeah, that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Steve.
Okay.
What is it gonna turn into?
That's Zawa. How did you get here?
The drink's evolving.
You're not.
Oh,
he's
gosh.
he's just a peach anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
Budding.
Anyway, speaking of segues, hi everyone. I am Zio2 or Cody or Zio or I answer to many things, and I'm going to drop a spice emote in chat because I'm an extremely spicy individual, as is my character. A character that I have a lot of fun playing. I play our Grave Cleric Ranger, known as Kaelin Vesteris, who currently is back at the Resistance base with our small friend over there, and while everybody else is trapped in a house. So that should be fun. They don't have a healer or a warlock.
What? No.
Oh no.
No.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sure
We're just- me
everything's
and
going to be completely
Cody
fine.
and
And
Cody and I are having bro time back at
It doesn't
base.
even matter that Tyson doesn't have his shield or his sword, and Catherine doesn't have
anything.
her staff. The only
Oh
person
my
who
God, I
actually
didn't
has
think about
weapons with
that.
your group, the only person who has weapons in your group is Avenir, because
Mhm.
Jade
Oh.
doesn't even have her sword.
No, Jade has a something. She didn't quite specify. Also, what the?
I
had brought it back.
forgot I left my staff.
yeah, you guys could have left all your weapons back at base.
Although
That
to
should
be
be fine.
fair, I don't need a staff to perform magic.
That's true.
Law
No.
abiding Tyson.
Another
Why do
fun
they
thing: Tyson isn't wearing his armor.
He's
So
squishy
I'm-
boy.
He's squish.
I'm a squish
He's
boy
squishy
today.
boy. Okay.
Anyway,
Everything's fine,
They're gonna
guys.
pinch. You want to help me?
Oh yeah, and you're
on,
trapped
drop me my
inside of a
armor.
room. Inside of a place that you broke into.
as is
I
said
mean, we
every
were
week.
Trying to be well law-abiding citizens by returning something that was totally taken out of
Oh
the
yeah,
safe.
totally. It was totally taken out of the safe.
Totally.
Also, something else
Loop.
you guys didn't think about.
What's that?
Kaelin has the shard of the time sphere.
That he does.
Well, that's another.
That would have helped
Dang.
us because we did sleep as well. Would have reset.
Interesting.
Somebody
and I
really
are
should have
just-
convinced me to go to that house with y'all.
Or we should have
Where?
taken it with us.
I don't know what to do.
We'll
Find out.
As is said every week, and as is said by most of our characters as well, a lot of the players know a decent amount about Kaelin and his backstory. Wes knows more than even I do,
Mhm.
and it's great. I love that. But the characters don't know really anything about him, and I look forward to when they find out more about him, and when I find out more
Same.
about him.
We're a very open group of friends in this
Yeah.
campaign, you guys.
Yeah.
We're so good at this.
Anyway, I guess I'll toss Dad Zawa down there to Odd. So here you go.
Okay.
You can have him. You can have him.
Which way are we going?
We're going down there.
Like right here? Right about.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. You got
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh, look at
to your
that! My
book side.
giant cup of
Nice.
water.
Hey.
How was our drinks? I got my drink back, by the way. How are they all evolving to
Well,
I don't
okay,
know.
so
peaches, drinks?
I think somebody
dogs?
I
might have a
actually have
transmutation
two
spell.
drinks. I have two drinks. I have coffee and water, because reasons. So yeah. Now hold on just a second.
Please tell me you're not taking my bit. Oh,
Hi,
oh
I'm
my
Tyson
God,
Tyson,
what the,
and
what the hell? What's happening? What?
that
Yes!
bit's still funny. That bit's still funny. I was like,
Hold on, let me just pull
I
this
just
Even
remember
better
moment.
when
how you
somebody
have-
else pulls it off.
What the?
I was like, how do you have so many glasses? And I'm like, wait, I have a pair right here.
Taking advantage of this opportunity.
Actually, you know, the funny
ears,
thing
which
is,
means they're cool.
I could
So
have done
the
it
wrong
too. I have
ways.
a pair here.
Yep. One of them
Mine's,
just on
What's the matter?
with
Tell us what's
sunglasses.
wrong.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
So
Hi.
that's crazy how the party only had 2 members left.
Oh my God.
So hi,
I
I'm
was attacked.
Odd or Wizard of Odd in chat. I'm gonna drop the best emoji ever in the world.
Yeah.
The Kappa. Kappa.
Yep, but
I play
dare you.
Katrin Hizzy. She is. Oh, this is Hawk. Hawk likes to be annoying and only show up when I'm doing stuff. Right?
Wrong, baby.
Mother.
those
mother.
eyes literally, as you like moved her away, she's like,
She's like, hey, mom. So, yes, every time Hawk jumps on my chair, I get +1 to inspiration, right?
I'm sorry, what? Where was this?
That should totally be a thing.
Where's
I would
my
get so much inspiration
inspiration?
to be great.
I've
I
still
think you
used
mean.
it, at
I
least
think you
inspire.
mean kit inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be. This is gonna be the last episode, you guys.
Yep.
I-
Bye, everybody. It was nice knowing y'all.
It's the series finale.
Oh, suddenly there's an undead
surprise.
dragon.
Suddenly.
Oops.
So I play Katrin Hizzy. She is an illusionist wizard who also kind of knows some roguey things like sneaking around, being a sneaky girl, and she also, despite being an illusionist, likes to use a lot of fire because sometimes you can't solve all your problems with illusions. You just have to burn it down, you know,
Or
yeah,
blow it up.
as you do.
or blow it up, or
knock
you
it
know,
down.
or
you
knock
know?
it down,
Well,
or
And sometimes
Or
you just
viciously
feel like
mock it
your
until
teammates
it
aren't
dies.
quite hot enough, so you light them on
Yes.
fire too.
yeah, that
Sometimes-
sounds very familiar.
Hey, we're a
And-
very hot group, okay?
And sometimes
Yeah,
she forgets to
spicy.
check if
Don't
there's
talk to me, talk to
gunpowder
Catherine.
nearby and causes big explosions.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everything.
it's a good segue into saying that we are hot people. Look,
Yes, we
Oh,
do
yeah.
have.
And
You
t-shirt
can
form.
get this merch at the
Exclamation
merch.
store, at
Yeah.
exclamation merch.
that's where's
We're
And-
more
as
like a
our-
hot mess.
Yeah, hot mess.
Yeah, hot mess.
Hot
As
That
our
is
lovely DM has pointed out, we are
accurate.
now stuck in a room locked
Well, few
with
of you
no
are.
weapons, and yeah, this is gonna be fun.
It's
That's
fine.
It's
You guys will be fine.
It'll be
You don't need a
fine.
I
healer
wish I could zoom my camera in right now.
or a
What?
shard of the time sphere.
Narrator, it was not
No.
fun.
It was not
Hey.
fine
In
that day.
fact, not fine.
No one liked that.
No one liked that.
So, I just realized I don't even have my character sheet up, and
should
I
probably
should
do that.
possibly
This
pull up
is
the map
going
as well.
incredibly well
So,
so far.
is it
you
my
guys.
turn now?
Oh
Yes.
right. Oh,
No.
hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick, cast a transmutation
Here
spell.
you go.
Oh, the drink
Ready?
thing.
Yeah,
You gotta.
yeah.
You got
put
it?
Put it further down. I can't
Okay.
reach it. Okay.
Okay. There you
Alright.
go.
Got it. And it's
Okay.
the D20 of Doom.
Oh
Oh,
no.
shall be deciding
No.
your fate today.
Oh, nobody liked that.
Interdimensional transport,
It's
everybody.
okay. It's been rolling very poorly recently.
Good.
This
Keep
This
that
is
up.
true, it has
Hi,
been.
everybody. I
Hi.
am Wes, the Dungeon Master.
I
Your
don't know who
Dungeon
you are.
Master for this evening.
Hi
And
there.
right now, our players, at least a few of them, have trapped themselves in the mansion of one of the highest ranking soldiers in Brayden's army. They trapped themselves in his bedroom. In his
I mean,
mansion.
I did
Such a
nothing. I just.
strong-
It's not what it looks
did.
like.
That is walled
promise,
in
it's not what it looks like.
inside of the walls of Brayden. This is a bad situation.
If I may present a counter argument, 3 of us didn't do that.
That's fair. But
One
the
of-
person who did do that is unfortunately not here for you to blame. So guess what? It's your fault for not looking for traps.
Katie.
So
Katie.
let's do a little recap.
Mhm.
Last time you found out from
Oh, this is
Art.
a fancy bedroom.
Mhm.
Arturus
Bougie.
that he would give you all powerful magical items, one for each of you, if you would retrieve an item in a Goliath named Ryak's possession. He said it was locked in a safe, and that he was going to use it to potentially blackmail Ryak into allowing him to smuggle in some goods. You have inexplicably made it past the guards outside the gate. You've also made it past the butler, who you've convinced that you are indeed supposed to be there by a clever ploy from Avenir, showing off the pendant that you all received down in the dungeon of Aver.
That was Jade. That wasn't Avenir. That
Was it?
Jade. It was
Yeah, it was
Jade.
Jade. She was like,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, and no, you're right.
Excuse
That
me,
was
sir.
Jade. So Jade has convinced the butler that you were all supposed to be there. My fault. That is my fault. My brain is
Okay.
mush.
It's okay.
But then, doing that very intelligent thing, unfortunately led to disaster as you all entered Ryak's bedroom. Jade inspected a wolf head on the wall and noticed a hinge, and then pulled the wolf head to see if she could reveal something, but that set off a trap, locking all four of you inside Ryak's bedroom as a giant reinforced steel gate collapsed over the door. And now
Okay.
we jump back in.
Clarification questions.
Yeah.
Did it only cover the door?
I'm getting to that. Allow me
Okay.
to continue.
Oh.
As Jade moves the wolf's head away from the wall, there's a loud mechanical click. No sooner than the head is pulled, a heavy, steel, reinforced security gate crashes to the floor, barring the entrance and preventing all hopes of escape. Panicked, the group of you look to the windows. But almost as soon as the idea to bash your way out comes to mind, they too are barricaded by hidden steel bars. I need everyone to make a perception check.
I would like to make a free action of reaction. Oh,
Oh,
I also synced my sound to the TV.
Oh,
I was
thanks.
trying to use my mic, but I changed my speaker, not the microphone.
Robo Tyson.
it's still crackly.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I synced my audio to the TV, so I was like about to use the joke, possibly letting out a bad word.
Ah,
The bad
So
big
I need
bad.
perception checks from everybody in that room,
perception.
I
including
have
Jade.
a 21.
Thank you for getting that.
All right, so Jade also has a 21.
hold on. 16 plus 3, 19.
All right.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then 19.
So everyone
God.
over a 16
I didn't get it. I got an
notices footsteps coming toward the room at a full sprint.
I hide under the bed.
I hide under the bed. I was gonna
You
do
both
that too.
hide under the bed. Okay. So both Avenir. You know what? Just for fun, give me an athletics check.
Why you gotta play us like this?
Because
man?
it's fun. I want things to happen that are entertaining to me. Okay.
As do I, because I'm not in this situation.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
no.
you know, Dr. Boneless and Kalen get to
That's 20.
technically watch
watch
from
from
afar.
afar.
Okay.
Nat
20.
15.
Nat
Okay.
20, nat 20.
And
So-
she got a nat 20.
Immediately hearing the footsteps, Katrin dives under the bed, perfectly sliding underneath. Avenir also dives under the bed, but not quite as agilely, which is hilarious given the two of them. And you bump your head slightly on the top, and it doesn't really cause any damage, but it does hurt just a little bit.
Headache.
It bruised ego.
Yeah, Tyson, what did you do?
I can't hide because I didn't percept anything. I got
Oh
an
yeah,
8.
and no one told you anything. Okay,
Yeah, you all ran off.
I think you just see us dive and we're
Hide behind the curtains.
And Jade
He
is just
doesn't know
going
to hide.
to move right up here.
Oh, I
And
need to move down.
turn toward the door, and she's going to push you aside
Okay.
really quick. So she pushes you aside, but you don't know anything's coming. So what would you do in that situation?
I'd look at her, look at the others, and then kind of pick up that.
Look for
Because-
the others.
Well,
We
Yeah,
vanished.
no, because
can't see anything.
when I've noticed that they ran off,
We yeeted ourselves under that bed.
You
And because-
didn't roll very well on perception, so no, you didn't notice that they ran off. All that you've noticed so far is Jade has come over and pushed you away
Pushed me.
from the doorway, and
What
that a
I-
gate has fallen in front of the door, and that the windows are
so
barred.
because I look around to see that the windows are barred, the doors clearly come down and being pushed, I'll kind of pick up that I should not be sitting in the doorway.
Also,
And just
wow,
kind of
thank you
find-
so much, Nisa. Nisa donated $50 towards the player memory.
Oh wow!
Hey.
What the French toast?
What the French toast?
I had
Uh,
French toast for breakfast.
I got paid today, and it was my bonus check for the
Hey.
month.
Well,
so-
I
thank
knew what
you.
that
I
was like.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Thanks,
Let me
Nisa.
find my freaking pencil. I don't know where it went. So I'm just gonna remember it. But cool. Thank you very, very much. All right. So what did you do, Tyson?
Tyson
what's that was in
struggled.
chat? I look around. Obviously the door has come down. The windows are now barred. After getting pushed, I'm kind of realizing probably shouldn't stand in the doorway if there are reinforcements coming. So because I've been pushed this way, when I look around the room, oh god, they would hide. What is this? Is it just a light?
That looks like a lantern.
That's a lantern that's on the ceiling, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you move
Oh,
slightly
no.
out of the way,
Deep in here.
and
So I move more away out of sight
Yeah.
so that they can't see
and
me.
then
Because I'm a
up
big boy,
runs
I can't quite go
the
into it.
butler, who looks at Jade and just goes, "Oh my word! You've trapped yourself in there. How did you not know about the safeguards?" And Jade, who is actually embarrassed that she did not realize that there was a trap, and or just kind of went for it on the wolf's head, just kind of shakes her head and looks sheepishly at the ground, still holding the pendant. And the butler looks to the group of you. Looks to Jade. This is so unfortunate. Master will be most displeased. He is the only one who can open this room.
Why was she sent to put it back then?
He didn't know she would trigger it.
I'm afraid I will have to notify him. My apologies. And he scurries away.
Yikes!
Oh no, do I have to bring up friggin' Tyson Constructions Limited
So
again?
all of you guys heard
Nope.
that.
I'd say we have maybe 5
Tyson
minutes.
What you gonna do?
mutters under his breath.
What you gonna
Tyson
do when
mutters
they
under
come
his
for
breath.
you?
Bad boy, bad.
Bad boys, bad
I
boys.
picked up what she put down. Tyson mutters to himself, shit. Because he realizes there's the door is
Language.
jammed. Yeah, language, but in his
Language.
character, he realizes that, but the window's barred, and a thought comes to head. So he's gone, right? He's gone. Like there's no one.
Yeah,
near
the
door
butler
anymore.
has run down the hallway, and he says he's going to get the master of the household, which you know is
Is the-
one of Brayden's top soldiers.
What's the walls made out of?
Thick reinforced stone.
Damn it! I feel like you would have put more detail in it so that I knew that I can't bust the walls down.
Yeah, you're not busting through these walls, buddy.
Damn
Like,
it.
I'm not even gonna let you roll for it, because even if you got a nat 20, there's no
Mhm.
busting through these walls. Like, this place is reinforced for a reason. You don't know what that reason might be, but you could probably wager a good guess. And while that's going on, let's go to Dr. Boneless and Talon, who were left behind in the underground layer of the Resistance Fighters.
So we have a little RPing type thing. We have decided that Kaylin and Dr. Boneless are currently gambling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr.
Playing
Boneless
poker.
has bet the remainder of his soul, if he didn't sell it all to his patron already, and he's currently losing badly.
What are you guys playing, just for reference?
Poker?
Poker.
Poker?
I don't know,
Or
I don't know.
whatever the D&D
D&D
equivalent of poker would
D&D
be?
poker is called Three Dragon
Old-
Ante.
Three
Yield
Dragon
Dragon
Ante.
Ante,
Okay,
yeah.
so you guys are playing Three Dragon Ante.
Auntie?
And my character would know that.
So by all means, RP
what I should-
away.
You know, Doctor, for someone who was taught this and against someone who has never played this in his life, you're not doing quite that well.
Yeah, well, I think Katrin has the natural talent for it and did not take into account that my brain is currently unfinished.
That's fair.
It's your move, go fish.
Not the right game.
Aw.
Also, not a game in D&D, so Kaylin would be kind of confused.
Ye old
Yeah.
fish.
No, he would. He absolutely would be. I'm sorry, I don't even know if that is a game.
Okay. So how are you, Kaylin? Let's put aside the game for a minute because you know what this is obviously not going very well. So how are you? Let's have bro time.
You know, I don't
Sorry,
think
the
we ever
minute seems
have.
sound forced.
Yeah, like me and you have never talked, buddy. What's the reason for that? I mean, I understand that I'm a little bit, I can be a little bit much sometimes, and that's okay. I don't mean to try to push you away or anything. I want to be buddies.
Well, I suppose the fault isn't entirely your own. I'm only just learning how to deal with people, and that does include you. When
That's
I first
right,
met
'cause
you,
you're-
I thought you were eccentric, is I think a nice way to put it.
That is very nice, thank you. But you're like 18, 19?
Believe it or not, I'm actually 30.
But you're in elf years. You're 18, 19, correct?
About 19, yes.
Okay, I remember being that age. Because it is not like the person currently playing this game is that age at the moment, or close to it, slightly older, maybe by just about a year in November. And so that was tough times, believe me. Yeah, and not to pry, but do we know about Kaylin's parents being really not parent-like?
He's mentioned that he was left, but he never really got into details.
Okay, well, and then you said something about being left in the woods. That's gotta be tough. I'm not that I mean to pry or anything, but I'm sorry if my sympathy helps at all.
Honestly, you get used to it. I think I was about 13 when they left me.
Well, Kaylin, you don't have to hide anything. There's no one really here except for me. And, being vulnerable, not vulnerable per se, but having emotions is not a crime.
It's odd having this conversation with you, honestly.
I know.
I never thought that I would actually confide in you.
Dr. Boneless is actually a doctor of psychiatry. You don't have to talk about it, but bro time is where you get into the feelings, right? Is that what men do?
I'm actually not sure myself. I don't really know how this works. This is a new feeling for me as well. I suppose.
Hey, if it gives any consolation, not to downplay your feelings or anything, but I've lost people too. I don't know if I've told anybody this before, but I had a falling out with my wife a little while ago, and we haven't been in contact since then, and it's been very hard being very far away from somebody that you love.
Love's a strong word. My mother, yes, but for lack of a better word, my father was an asshole.
Oh man, yeah, that is definitely rough. I do. Oh, my parents. No, I knew my grandfather, and he was a good man. He was a very good role model for me, and I understand it must be tough. My life, it must be tough to not grow up with that kind of figure. But you seem to be a good I mean, even without that figure, you care about animals. You care about other people most of the time. Some of the time, sometimes, and you know, that's admirable.
Well, I suppose you can owe that all to the people who ended up taking me in and taught me how to do the things that I do now.
That's good. You know, learning is, you can always, there's never a bad time to start and keep learning. I'm 50, and like every day I learn something new, even though if I might not remember it the next day, which happens a lot, but that's life. Are you guys, is this, I don't know whether I'm trying to be serious or not right now.
I think you're doing well.
Time.
I think you're doing well.
Do you need more help? I have a visual assistant. Oh, no.
My
wife.
My
wife.
My wife.
Legit, you guys are doing well. Yeah, like
it's
this
bro
is-
time. We're getting into our feelings, y'all.
Yeah, and it's also like, just I'm sorry we're doing the same game, but it's like Kaylin and Dr. Boneless have butted heads for most of the time
We
too.
definitely
so it's
have.
a nice soft moment. Yeah.
Character
Yeah.
development.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Kaylin, I don't like, you know, I hope you know that I never mean to butt heads with you, so to speak, with, for lack of better words. I have a couple problems, obviously. And you and me are kind of similar because you have your deity and I have my thing, my
I'm not sure I would
condition.
consider it similar. My deity doesn't necessarily control everything I do.
Yeah, well, I try not to let him do things because he's just. I shouldn't say this out loud because I'll probably get fired, but he's just he's not a very good boss, if that makes any sense. HR, we don't have an HR building that I am able to express my concerns in. It's tough.
Dr.
But I-
Boneless,
What? I'm fine.
after saying that about your patron,
Oh,
you immediately collapse over. Your head
Oh.
is piercing with pain, and you take 8 psychic damage.
oh.
Oh,
Well,
no.
oops.
And
I
we
was
will
just
cut
trying
back to the other group.
I was
That-
just
that
trying
was-
to bro time, guys.
that was
trying-
Warlock HR coming in.
HR is like, no, you stop
Warlock
right there.
HR is, oh, you
I'm-
got a problem? Let me fix that problem.
I'm not
Bam.
allowed to talk bad about the patron, or else I
Ye
get
old
fired.
HR is coming after you.
Ye old HR is like, this is against company policy.
It was going very well,
Banned.
but
It
then
was.
Dr. Bones decided to talk crap on the person who gave her magical powers, or gave him magical powers.
Yeah.
That's not
never a good
typically a
idea.
great idea.
This
All right,
ominous arm came in and just went whack.
so to the
Bonk.
other group. The butler
Okay.
has just run away.
Okay. Katrin wiggles herself out from under the bed. Does Avenir follow her?
I wiggle out, but I go more towards the window.
Okay. Katrin wiggles out, and as she's climbing out, she's just sighing audibly. Damn it, Jade! Who taught you how to steal? Ah, you always check it for things like this.
She crosses her arms. Subterfuge is not my strong suit.
Clearly, we have about 5 minutes, and all of this will be for nothing unless we get the gem out of the safe in the first place before they get back. Otherwise, we're here for literally nothing. So, she turns to Avenir. Go see if you can figure out how to get the safe open. Everyone else,
All right.
I have an idea. I've been in tighter spots before.
What's
First
your
idea.
plan?
First idea. There, something that triggered the gates to come down. There is probably a failsafe in here in case someone ever gets locked. If not, then it's going to be on the outside of the room to trap someone in here. Either we find it before he gets here, or wait for him to open the door. Everyone needs to hide if he gets too close, because when they come in to check the room, we might be able to get behind them. Everyone clear? Start
Yeah.
looking.
Tyson
And
first.
she
Tyson rips
immediately-
away the. You go first.
Okay, she immediately starts making investigation checks around the room, looking for.
What area
way-
are you trying to investigate?
Okay.
We have a lovely map that I've created for you.
Yeah.
It's thank you. It looks good.
I mean,
Looks real
hopefully
good,
it's
man.
lovely. I mean, I made it, but
You did well. You did
The,
very well.
the nice, tasteful bear skin on the bed, just
it's
not-
very
um,
fancy.
yeah.
At first, it looked
It's
like someone
bougie.
just crashed
It
on
is.
the bed.
It's also
because
a
my camera's
very
off the
large
side.
bear skin. This
Okay.
is like
So let's
a
see.
dire bear or something.
It looks like
So
someone's
if
crashed it on the bed.
Safe is down here. Then I am going to start checking along the wall that the safe is on for any type of switch or mechanism or something that might turn it off.
Okay, so you're looking near the wolf head.
Yeah, like I'm gonna like start with the fireplace and just kind of move down the wall.
Okay.
As Avenir tries to break the.
So
safe
in each
open.
location, you're going to need to make an investigation.
Okay, let's see.
So where do you
And-
want to go first, and what do you want to investigate first?
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the fireplace, and I rolled a 15 plus 6, so 21.
21. You search around the fireplace, and other than a poker for the fire, you're not finding. You like touch everything. You're looking all around. You do not see anything that resembles a switch or a mechanism
Okay.
anywhere around the fireplace.
Okay.
Can
I'm
Tyson
also.
rip away the carpet to see if there's anything hidden underneath the rug? Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will want to tear away the rug that's right there.
Yeah, try and like look around the edges to see if there's any like hidden contraption underneath.
Yeah, go for it. So
And-
you're gonna tear up the rug, and underneath is just it's more of the larger carpet that is on the ground.
Dang, I was hoping to be like, ooh, there was something underneath all the time.
But you've torn it away, and Jade moved out of your way when she saw what you were doing.
Just for context, is this where the wolf head that was where the
That is the wolf
thing-
head, correct?
Okay. Yeah, I make my way over and check. I mean, not necessarily check for traps, but check for a way to, like, pick the lock or like some kind of like locking mechanism.
Make an investigation check.
All right.
While she's doing that, what are these at the top and bottom?
Look like armor
Those are
statues.
very large golden,
Oh,
pretty much statues.
Okay,
That would be a dirty 20, sir.
A dirty 20.
nice.
Okay. So looking at the wolf head, and you notice the hinge. Now, when Jade pulled it open, it actually snapped back closed again.
Okay.
And looking at it, you can see when you peer behind the wolf statue, you can see that it's actually connected to something inside of the wall. So whatever that is, if this is a mechanism to open a safe, it has something to do with the wolf head. And again, I'll say this. I gave the description last time, but the wolf's eyes are sapphires, and it has 2 rows of golden teeth. 4 teeth in each row.
Okay. And I'm just pulling up the sticky note.
You know how
Okay.
to open it.
Also, there is a hole in the wolf's mouth.
All right. So it looks like this wolf head. When you look at the back of it, and I
Mhm.
point to the area, it's
Yeah.
connected to the wall, which I believe is what set off the gate.
So we figure out
So
how to
what
get
you're
this
saying is
open.
we might be able
we
to
might be able to fix the
Mhm.
gate. All right.
Potentially.
fix the game, maybe get the
It's
the
our
gem
best
at the same
bet right
time.
now.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
And
Did you figure out how to open it?
I'm getting to that. Thank you very much.
Sorry, we have less
I know.
than 5 minutes.
I know. With the hole in the wolf's mouth, does it look like that like lockpicking tools would be able to get inside?
You can see, because of your dark vision, you can see that there is a hole inside, but you can't see anything that you would lockpick.
Hmm.
It because you got a dirty 20, so it looks big enough to accommodate the arm of a Goliath.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
One of you, come here.
Yeah,
Oh wait, that was your
that was to me.
percentage.
But,
I wouldn't.
yeah, but I forwarded. I'm like, this hole can fit a Goliath's arm. But other than that,
We're smaller than Goliaths. I don't know if it'll fit us. One of you,
Fine.
quickly.
Tyson hurries over and follows the instructions that you're about to say on like how to.
like, so with the hole, it looks like it's like they can actually just like put the
It
arm
looks like
in
you
the
could
hole.
put your arm into its mouth. Yes.
Wait,
This is either very stupid
actually,
or very
hold
brilliant.
up.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, if I'm able to cast Mage Hand to fit the
Thank
size
you,
of a
God.
Goliath's hand, would I be able to do that?
I mean, possibly. You don't know what's inside, really.
I
All
would
you know
like
is
to
it's-
try.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Please roll high. Don't want to lose my arm today.
That was a natural 20.
You rolled a nat 20. Okay.
Yeah, love that journey.
I'm clapping.
So
like, thanks, I don't know
you
what's
send
gonna
your mage
Yeah.
hand inside,
happen. Nice.
and you can't feel anything through your mage hand,
Mhm.
but it does go inside, and it actually curves down inside of the wall, and there is a lever there.
I use my mage hand to pull the lever.
You pull the lever,
Oh,
Pull
lever
the
crump.
lever, crunk.
and the wolf mouth snaps shut,
Thank God.
and nothing else happens.
Damn it.
Yeah, I forward this to the group because I'm sure everybody saw the wolf's arm clamp shut.
Mhm.
So good news, I found the lever through the mage hand. Good news, I pulled it.
Bad news is
What
nothing
happened?
happened.
I don't see the doors are still closed. The safe is still locked.
Can you see if you can move anything, move the gates or anything? Because other than that,
Open the door.
I don't feel anything.
Try
What's
opening
us?
the door. The mouth is closed now.
Your mage hand
What
is
do you-
still technically in there. What do you do?
Okay.
I vanish it
You banish it.
or vanish it, like
You
like
vanish it.
Be gone.
actually, hon. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it in.
I'm gonna let you have that one. Just be
Okay.
very careful when you say things like that.
Will do.
in the
Sorry
future.
about that. Will
Okay.
do. Okay.
So it's still inside of the wolf's mouth. What are you going to do?
Try the door.
I'm kind of
Okay.
stuck here.
Open this. I reach up. Can I open the head now, like with the hinges, and like open the door?
You pull. Are you gonna pull on the wolf head?
Yeah, like you said, there were hinges on the side, right?
There's one hinge on the right side of it, attached to the wall. Yes, but
Okay.
it's kind of hidden.
Okay, but I know that it like should swing open, right?
Yeah, you saw Jade do it before.
I try to open it. With the mouth
You
closed.
find that it's actually locked in place now.
Well, that didn't work.
Hmm.
Any other ideas before we start?
What's up here?
What's up?
Is there
Blair?
anything near
That
the
is
beard?
is a shield of New Braden, so it's black and red, and there are two swords mounted behind it.
Tyson would like to grab both of those things.
So you want to grab one of the swords and the shield.
Avenir, try.
All right,
Flipping
so
this-
you run up
But is there
and
anything behind that though?
climb on the bed, and you take down the sword, and the two swords and the shield that were mounted on the wall. There is nothing but a mounting hook behind it.
Oh dang! I thought there might be something hidden behind there. Well, I still take it though.
Real
Those
quick.
items. just in case.
Nisa, did you tell us that there was a lever that you pushed with Mage Hand?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try
So, yeah, you twisted and pushed on a
flipping
lever.
it again.
Also, we
Try it
got
again.
a dono.
Yeah, you pushed
From
it down.
Hans
push it
Oh,
back up.
thank you, Hans Kate. Donated $30 for a player hint.
Oh, hell.
Oh, not toward the player
Oh,
hint, toward a
Thank you,
player
because
hint.
I'm running
Hans
Thank
Kate,
you.
what would
Thank
you
you.
like? Which player would you like to give that to? Would you like to give
Please
it to
say
Dr.
someone in
Boneless or
this
Kalen?
Please
Listen
listen
here, Wes.
Listen here, DM.
Who's
I
gonna?
can't beat
Yeah,
right
Joey.
now, but what's the...
Yeah, so what you're saying is try to move the lever the other way?
Oh,
Like,
pardon me. I was
switch
gonna
Remember to
keep
do
my
this
mic
in
for the
character,
purpose.
guys. Remember to do this in
You-
character.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I'm asking this, like
Right.
both in and out of character,
You've-
just for clarification.
Well, you've switched it down. What happens if you switch it back up? Obviously, if someone's stuck their hand in there,
Let's
then
find out.
there had to be a way to release the mouth. Correct?
Let's find out. And with Mage Hand, I switch it up.
So well, it's not like a lever like this. It's a handle that you turned and you pushed in. So you're going to
My
twist it
mistake.
and
Hold
pull
on,
it back
rewind.
Wait, twist and pull it back. Okay, now with that information, sorry, I
Sorry,
was thinking
my-
of
that's
like
my
a
fault,
lever
that's my fault.
Hold on.
from
No, not
Embers
it's not
and Groove.
pull the lever, Kronk.
Okay, okay.
Imagine it like a shovel handle, and you turned and
you
pushed it in.
Turned it and you pushed it.
It's
Got
essentially
it.
like the levers in Skyrim.
Okay.
Okay, and I pushed it in.
How do you think he does this? Normally, he would have to take his hand out at some point, right?
Am I?
Ev,
It
can you
feels
try
like
to take your...
Who got the player hint?
Oh, Dr. Boneless got the
Boneless.
player hint.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, that's hilarious. That's great. Okay.
Hi.
Did any of you guys have a player hint remaining?
Yes.
Actually,
I
let
had
me
Thank
check.
one.
you.
I might
I
have one.
love that.
That's
Thank
fantastic.
You, but
Thank you, Hans Kate.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Why?
Oh, no.
That's so
that means I have
good.
no more. If
They,
you...
they did that on purpose.
Oh, absolutely, because that is just comedy.
Oh yeah.
Sky subscribe. Thank you very much for 5
Welcome
months
back
in
to
a row.
Sub Club.
Oh god.
Do you
I'm
have
actually
one
crying a little bit.
ordered
Uh,
before I use mine?
I do not have one. I only have advantage rolls and potions and inspiration. that I-
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Mine-
same here.
Mine for story mode. Oh, dang. I would like to use my player hint.
You're gonna use your player hint.
Yeah, my one and only player hint. Dang,
Alright.
I was gonna hopefully use it for a story like...
So seeing
Thank you.
all of you panic with this wolf's head, Jade has begun looking on the table,
Damn it, that was the
reading
next task I was gonna check afterwards.
reading the book, and the entire room isn't sized perfectly well with the character models, but you get
Eh.
the
Close
size.
enough.
This is clearly a very large Goliath that lives here. Looking through, flipping through this book. But for now, she hasn't found anything. So I need you guys to keep going while Jade flips through this book.
I mean, worst case scenario, what happens if we push it back in? The mouth opens.
With Mage Hand, I just like push. I just basically with the lever, I just kind of push it back in.
You push it back in, it does nothing because you pushed it in the first place.
Right.
You're taking it out.
Sorry,
taking
I
it
just
out.
have
You're
to highlight
pulling-
this comment real quick. Laura says, "Will the player help Dr. B learn poker?"
That's great. That's funny.
aha, ha,
Can I
ha,
go
ha,
to
ha.
check the... Can I go check the, these guys? Oh, these.
Yeah,
To see if there's
if
anything
you want to
on
make
them.
an investigation check, go for it.
Yeah.
And Jade is just furiously flipping through this book.
Please tell me I have an advantage on that. Huh. 11.
11.
Damn it, I'm not going to be detective.
They look
Gadget.
like statues.
Yeah.
You're not really seeing anything that would be different about them.
Wait, I just realized with Mage Hand, I have a range. Oh no, it's 30 feet. And how far away am I? Dang it.
While
Okay,
over
I'm
there,
just
I'd
out of
like to
range.
Talk to. Okay. I'd like to talk to Jade real quick while she's at the table, just saying, have you found anything yet, Jade? So I don't know, like, what the extent of what she can say.
She pretty much, like, tells you to shh and hold on. And she's continuing to, like, scavenge through this book. What you guys got?
Okay. Nisa, did you pull the thing back out?
Yeah.
And nothing happened?
So you twist
Nothing
it and pull
happened.
it back out, and no, you haven't twisted it and pull it back out yet.
You tried to push it in again.
Yeah, you
and
tried to
said
push
that
it in again, so nothing happened because
It was
already.
pushed in. It's a
Yeah,
pull it
so
out.
I pull it out.
All right, so you twist it and pull it back out, and the wolf's mouth opens.
Does anything else happen?
Nope.
What would be the purpose of a contraption like this?
Probably to snap someone's arm. Now I vanish Mage Hand, and I can use it again.
You rolled a natural 20 on the investigation check of the wolf head, correct?
I rolled a dirty 20. I rolled a dirty 20 on the investigation, but a nat 20 on sleight of hand.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, you're able to figure out the mechanism, at least a portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else you guys got?
Yeah. I run over, like seeing Jade looking through the book, and then Tyson over by the table and everything. I'm just gonna do an investigation check to see if there's anything on the desk itself, like whether it's a book that looks out of place or like some kind of something.
Searching the desk. A few of them are combat, like martial arts styles. One is like a book on sword and board, so sword and shield. And then there's another book called The Mysteries of Braden, which is the one that Jade is flipping through currently.
What are these, by the way? These crates? Are they just tables or drawers?
Those are crates. Those are boxes.
Okay. Another thing, sorry, just to re-clarify, what were these lanterns again? Was there anything about them in any sort of way to
The statues? No.
Oh, not the statues. The lanterns. These two things.
They're just lights on the ceiling, pretty much. They seem to be potentially gaslit or oil lit.
Okay. Oh, Gwen just donated.
Aw, thank you, Gwen. Toward
you,
the player
Gwen.
memory, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have 125 toward the player memory. If you can donate, that's okay. But please do not put yourself in any financial strain.
Please do.
By feeling by feeling pressured to donate. There's no pressure. If we don't get to the player memory, that is a-okay. I want everyone to make sure that they are taken care of first.
Oops.
Yeah,
I wrote
exactly.
250.
Take care of take care of yourself before you take
Thank
care
you,
of the stream.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I never investigation checked the wolf head.
Okay.
But I don't know what I could possibly learn that we didn't figure out with a dirty 20. So, but.
Well, you figured out the switch. You look. You guys figured out the hole in there.
I got a dirty 22.
A dirty 20. Okay, well, you're looking around the wolf head. You already know there's a switch there. Yeah, I mean, you notice the things that stand out to you are the gold teeth, the bright blue eyes, and the hole in the wolf's mouth, as well as the hinge on the side. So you know that if you push and turn the handle in, the head locks up and the mouth closes. You also know that if you pull the head from the wall, that's what triggered the security gates.
Can I take a closer look at the eyes and the teeth?
Absolutely.
Okay, can I just poke the eyes and the teeth? Just
you poke the eyes, they depress and then pop back out.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, I did it like one at a time and it popped up.
Yeah,
I do it at the same time.
You put both at the same time. They both click, and then when you release, they pop back out.
Okay, now I move to the teeth and I push a tooth.
The teeth do not seem to move.
Are we playing that one alligator game with the teeth? The
Right?
That's what I'm thinking.
What? Okay, if the teeth don't move. What specifically do they look like? Like, is it all?
They look like
gold teeth?
golden plated wolf teeth, pretty much.
Okay.
But they're solid gold, but you know.
Yeah.
They look like wolf teeth.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Avenir, come here.
I run back. What's up?
Oh, looking at the teeth, you do notice that 4 of them, each of the top row, have small holes in the sharp point of the teeth.
Peculiar. But the
Oh,
bottom
this
teeth
feels
don't.
like it's
No,
like
the bottom
cavities
teeth
So,
do
like-
not.
Hang on.
fillings.
So like if this is the tooth, you're like right there is where the hole is, like
Yeah,
underneath.
they're tiny
Okay.
little holes.
This is
What
peculiar.
did you find?
The eyes click inward. So
Wait a second.
I need you to use your mage hand again and turn the lever. We need to close the mouth.
I do
think
exactly
I
that.
figured it out.
Okay, so while holding in the eyes, you also twist and push the lever in.
Yes.
Yes.
There is a loud mechanical clicking noise, and then the wall swings open and the mouth does not close. The wall swings open to reveal a giant steel door with 8 individual circular locks,
Oh,
each
there-
adorned with a wolf head engraved upon it.
Okay, but real quick, I'm having a little party because I figured it out.
Yeah,
Yay.
dude.
Yay!
I knew there was something about the sapphires that I'm like, I don't have my brain is all so much. I don't have the mental capacity right now. So thank you, Maud.
Adrian just sighs and goes, "Well, it's progress."
Something. Okay, but what are these wolf heads? And also, just for context, that's the wall behind like the wolf head. And
Yeah,
like,
so
what we just forgot.
the place with the wolf head, that the wolf head swings out and the mechanism from the back detaches.
Gotcha.
So if you had pushed the eyes in and did that sequence of stuff before, the security door probably would not have activated.
Got it. Okay.
Does anything happen with the security door when we actually get it open?
Nope.
All right.
All right. Well, that's progress. So you said, so we open it, and now there's a big steel door.
With
And
With
you said
8
there's
wolf heads.
individual wolf heads, each one with a keyhole in the middle where the mouth is.
Oh goodness, he
And
really
Tyson,
doesn't want-
for now, you can have
Realistic.
your hint back.
Oh,
Yeah, you still have your hint.
thank you, Wes.
But if you want to use it for this part,
Oh, I am
does
reserving
that
Thank you
do
for
anything
that.
to the map here?
What's that?
Does this do? We opened the door. Does anything change?
Oh no,
on the
it's
map?
like all that happened was a small part of the stone swung forward with the wolf head on it. And
Oh, and now there's just another door.
There's another door right there.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely. Another door.
Yeah,
Does it
it's
open or
it's
push?
strange.
Curse you,
These
door.
rich yuppies don't want people to steal their stuff. It's peculiar, really. Am I? So you said 8 wolf heads, like 2, and then down 4, kind of like a. Or like
It's 2 rows of 4 from the top to the bottom.
Okay. Investigation check. Is there anything that sticks out about any of them?
Roll investigation.
Like
Can I also roll investigation
ooh,
while still having the mage
11
hand?
Plus what's
the
my
mage hand is still
investigation
in the wolf's head.
Oh well, I while I still have
17.
the thing. Can I also do investigation check to see if there's anything out of the ordinary with the wolf
Sure,
heads?
you can.
Would Tyson be able to walk over and also make a perception check if there's anything that he can?
Well, you
add
make
to
an
the values of
investigation
the-
check, not perception. But yes.
17.
I got a 17 also.
Yeah.
It clocked. Ooh. So what am I rolling? Investigation.
Yeah.
You're looking for.
Oh, thank God, because it was in that 18. Is that gonna make it?
Oh, so it's 2 17s and an 18.
Yeah.
What you notice is that every single one of these wolf heads is identical to each other,
Including the keyholes?
including the keyholes. But in your investigation of the area, you do notice that around the sides of where the wolf head door swung away, there are dozens of tiny holes, both aimed straight, aiming straight across, and some aiming outward into the room.
Uh-oh. That sounds like an Indiana Jonesy.
The old Indian.
I
The
see
old
them too.
indie.
So don't panic, but I feel as if we get this next part wrong and something might shoot us.
Oh,
Just so you were aware of that.
man,
One.
all this for a sapphire. Good grief.
Well, it's the. Hey, we're getting graded!
Hey!
Yay!
Acorn and friends. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
guy.
Hi!
Welcome
Hi.
to
What's up,
Yeet for
Elkhorn?
Initiative.
How you guys
Having-
doing?
Yeah,
Welcome to
welcome.
the show.
This
We're
is
currently
fine.
stuck.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's all fine.
Half of
It
our
is
party fucking
fine.
else,
Welcome,
but it's
Raiders.
You know.
Hi, guys.
I, for one, welcome our new rating overlords.
You wanna, like,
do as well.
Carl, you want to like relay that to the other two people who happen to be Goliaths who don't know about the little.
Yes.
Oh wait, I'm near you. So
Yeah, you're
You're
near.
near me.
Near
You would have
us,
heard
yeah.
me.
Gotta go eat. Good luck.
Right.
Oh, thanks, buddy. All right,
Bye,
enjoy your
Elkhorn.
food.
Bye, lazy
Hi,
Enjoy.
Yeah,
Elkhorn.
go on.
Thanks for coming.
thanks for raiding. I relay this to
I-
Jade.
I call
so
over
she's
to
aware of the
Jade.
situation. Oh,
as well. Well, we
Alright.
made it past the first door, and we're met with a slightly different type of door. We look like we need maybe 8 keys, and if we get this wrong, something is going to shoot us. Anything in that book of yours that could help us out?
She just kind of like closes the book and looks back at you, exasperated.
That good, huh?
No.
Wonderful.
oh my God! I can just hear Katie say it like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
I turn to Avenir and say, how proficient are you with that lockpick set?
I am, but unless I have another set of appendages, I don't know if I can right now.
So, this could probably go one of 2 ways. Either one of these locks is the real one, and if we pick the wrong one, we're going to soon be as full of holes as this wall here. Or, this door takes 8 keys.
Choose wisely.
And we seem to be running out of time. So, if anyone has any ideas, I am all ears. All very pointy ears. You can tell she's starting to get frustrated because the time is running out.
Me angry.
All right. So, what do you guys decide to do?
Hey Tyson, you still got that player hint?
You mean? Can it be applied, Wes, or is it not applicable?
I
player
mean, you
hint in this
could,
case?
but there's not really anything that Jade. I mean, okay. So here's the thing: I can't let you use it because Jade would have absolutely zero information on this door.
Oh
That's true.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
not
Um,
very
And
fair.
there are no NPCs around.
Just hit the goal.
What?
What?
How?
Oh, wow.
Right?
125 just 3
What?
minutes ago.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Whoa! Hans Cake
125.
just donated 125 to the player memory.
Wait, are you sure?
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much,
Thank you. Are you sure?
guys. We got to our player memory.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow! Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
I just
Thank
saw
you,
a
Lisa.
little
Thank you, Gwen. Thank you,
of my
Hans Cake.
eye.
Thank you guys
Thank you.
for donating. So why don't
Oh
we?
my goodness.
Why don't we leave our players in a little bit of suspense here, and we'll
Oh,
go
geez.
right over
Yes,
to our
leave us in a
player-
pickle to
Give
give
us a bit of
some
Yeah,
time.
he leaves in the pickle, but also, oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank you.
you.
And we're gonna start that
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
amazing.
All right.
Aw.
I was
thought-
choking on the number.
I thought you had an epiphany, and I'm like, what happened?
Oh no! I just
Yeah,
saw
I
the
thought you
corner
did too.
'cause
I was like, oh man. Well, thank you,
No,
Husky.
because
Thank
on
you,
my
thank
end,
you.
I threw a stream there just as a bot.
Yeah, player hint and donation toward the player memory to get us
Thank
to
you
the
so
goal.
much, Hansuke.
All right.
Hey, in post,
Who's,
Wes, can you just edit out my reaction in post?
No.
Can we just have a
no.
gif of Steve choking on his water and staring unbelievably out of frame?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Steve Pogchamp.
in this stressful situation that you guys find yourselves in, one of you starts to pass out, falls to the floor in a panic. Their breathing becomes heavy. You are drowning in a pool of darkness. Then, a pinhole of light pierces the black. The shadows fade like a vignette around your vision. You see the darkness in the corners of your eyes begin to draw back as an angel clad in golden armor descends on you from above. Its body is bathed in a warm, golden light, and it floats towards you. Its chest, it fills your chest with the feeling of hope. Has this being come to save you, or merely to collect your body for whatever deity it serves? Time seems to slow as it approaches you, the Celestial's armor clanking with each step into the dark depths. It calls out to you as it approaches. Tyson. The closer the creature gets, the more its heavenly glow begins to fade. Tyson. Now only a few steps away, you were able to make out the expression on its face. You expected one of peace and tranquility from the one helping you ascend into the afterlife. However, this is a face of pure rage. It looks familiar somehow in your haze. Wait. You are dead, right? You can feel the dull burning in your lungs return, and cold, steely fingers pressing against your throat. Time begins to return to normal as the golden, armored figure sprints down the stone stairs. Tyson! The figure dives over you with a crash of armor and the pained grunt of another person. You feel the steely fingers rip away from your body. Rip away as your body desperately draws in a breath. The cold, damp air barely passes into your lungs, and you get your first taste of oxygen in minutes. The haze over your mind dissipates slightly as fear sets in. You clasp your throat in a panic, desperately trying to suck in as much air as you can. The cloud only lifts enough for you to realize that yes, you are still alive, but also that you can barely breathe. Wheezing and coughing, you roll back and forth on the stone stairs and claw at your throat as though you could rip open the damaged airway. You hear a commotion below, and in your panicked state, you tumble down the stairs towards it, eventually landing face up at the bottom, next to the torch. The flaming wood illuminates the identity of your savior, who is currently locked in a brawl with your adopted brother. It is none other than your mentor, Kenobu. He must have realized that the door was unlocked and hurried down to make sure Jaden was still in his cell. The flickering light reveals the pureness of the fury in Kenobu's eyes as he dodges an incoming punch from Jaden and lands his own fearsome blow into his opponent's abdomen. Jaden falls back in pain before pulling himself up quickly on the iron bars to charge at your savior once again. Jaden fires a kick towards Kenobu's chest, who then clamps down on it with his hand and uses the momentum to launch Jaden into the cells with a loud clang of iron on stone. "Stay down!" Kenobu yells, turning his back to Jaden and his attention towards helping you. However, Jaden sees this as an opening and sprints toward Kenobu, throwing his entire body into a strike aimed at the back of Kenobu's head. But your master is no fool. He sidesteps the assault, grabbing Jaden's wrist, sweeping behind him, and in one swift motion pulls his arm down and pinning Jaden to the floor. Then, still gripping Jaden's wrist, your mentor uses his full force to kick at Jaden's elbow, the brutal attack snapping Jaden's arm like a twig and shooting splintered bone through his flesh. You wheeze and cough, still fighting for breath. Your attacker howls in pain, holding his arm like a wounded beast and looking up at Kenobu. "He's weak! He deserves to die!" Kenobu takes another step towards him. "No, you are weak, and you will die for this." Your teacher winds his arm back and launches a lightning-fast punch into Jaden's temple. The blow sends the boy flying into the iron cell door with such force that the entire dungeon shakes. Your adopted brother lies there, motionless. You feel some form of relief that the threat has passed. But there is still one problem. Your injury is preventing you from drawing in enough breath. Kenobu turns and sprints to you, lifting you up in his arms. You can see that tears are streaming down his face. He speaks to you, but his voice sounds far away. "Don't worry, Tyson. You'll be all right." The light gets brighter as he carries you from the depths of the dungeon. But you can no longer fight the darkness beginning to blanket around your mind. It whispers to you, "Sleep. You're safe now." You feel your eyelids close and your body go limp. And then nothing. Distant yelling pokes at your unconscious mind. Your thoughts begin to stir, and your eyelids flutter open. No longer are you in the dark, damp dungeon. You're now in your room, tucked safely away in bed. What a nightmare that was. It felt so real. Looking around the room, you can see your mother asleep in a chair at the foot of your bed. Her eyes closed, with large, dark bags underneath. Her face is red. You try to move, but the weight of the blankets keeps you pinned. Your body feels weak, your mouth dry. You try to open your mouth to speak, but no words come forth. What was a distant conversation now comes into focus. Through the open and cracked door, you see your father and Kenobu having a heated discussion. My king, this decision I cannot abide. Jaden tried to murder your son. Don't you think I know that, Ken? Don't you think I want to snap his neck myself? I made an oath to the boy's father that should anything ever happen to him, I would protect his son. Kenobu is clearly frustrated and begins pacing through the hall. By oath, I cannot give the order to have him killed. Then allow me, Mikhail. I will take on the burden myself. Your father falls into a chair outside your door. We both know that an order coming from you is the same as though it came out of my own mouth. We cannot allow that boy to live. He is a monster. He has already killed one child, and he tried to kill both your son and my daughter. What more do you need? The king slumps further into his chair. I have always honored my oaths, Ken. What kind of king? No. What kind of a Goliath would I be if I forsake an oath to a fallen comrade and friend? Kenobu kneels before him. My king, you tried your best to raise him as your own. You gave him everything and treated him fairly. The boy is a man now. He has made his own choices and must face the consequences. Your oath. Your debt has been paid in full. Jaden must be put to death. There's a pause. Your father seems to be contemplating. You're right. Jaden must die, but not by my hand. Kenobu opens his mouth to speak, but the king raises a finger to him. Or by yours, my old friend. Kenobu's mouth closes. The king rubs his chin. Perhaps there is a way for him to receive the punishment he deserves without tarnishing the name of either of our houses. Sire, Jaden is obsessed with strength, and considers himself stronger than most. So put him in a place where he can only challenge those stronger than he is. I don't understand. Throw Jaden into the public prison with the other killers and thieves. We shall have them dispose of that abomination for us and absolve me of the debt I owe his father. My king, this plan is... Your father stands clearly upset. The plan is what, Ken? Ill-advised, poorly thought out? Don't you think I already know that? But I cannot, and I will not, be the first king in the history of this kingdom to break a sworn oath. I won't do it. Mikhail, as your advisor, and more, as your friend, please reconsider. For the sake of Brayden. And for the sake of your son. Watch how you speak to your king, Knight of Brayden. We may be friends, but don't you dare try to use my son against me. Kenobu stands upright and bows before starting to walk away. He utters, Very well, my king, but mark my words. This decision will end poorly. For Tyson's sake, I hope that Jaden is killed quickly, lest your son think that you value Jaden's life over his own. Your father clenches his fist. Veins pop out on his neck, and he opens his mouth to speak, but instead just yells into the air and flings the chair he had been using against the stone castle walls, causing the wood to splinter against the cold, gray bricks. The loud crash startles and wakes your mother, who sits up with a start in her chair. "My word, Mikhail, what has happened?" He sighs and looks to the floor. I lost my temper. "With whom?" "With Ken. We had a disagreement." "Over what? Our son lies there unconscious, and you think this is appropriate time to throw a tantrum?" She grabs his shirt by the collar and looks up at him. "You are the king of Braden. What could possibly push you to such childish actions?" He disagreed with my decision about Jaden. She scoffs. "He thinks we should spare the boy after what he's done?" The king shakes his head. "No, Ken thinks we should have him executed as soon as possible." Your mother pushes away from him. "Wait, you, of all people, think that we should spare him? He tried to murder our son just a day ago. He deserves far worse than a quick death." "I know, You know what, Mikhail? How many more deaths would suffice? How many more of our people must suffer at his hands before you act?" He grabs her hands. "He deserves death, but my oath." She pulls away. "Your oath be damned! We both know if Valath were here, he would strike the boy down himself." She paces furiously across your room. "I cannot fathom keeping him alive after this. What are you thinking? I'll do it myself if I have to." Your mother begins breaking it down in tears. "Our son almost died. How could you possibly consider this?" "I made a blood oath to a loyal knight and a dear friend. You know I cannot give the order." She falls into his arms and sobs. "What if he doesn't wake up? What if he's already left us?" She falls to the floor and weeps. Your father kneels down to comfort her. "Don't worry, my darling. The healers say he will wake soon. His body is just tired." He kneels on the ground and embraces your mother, holding her tightly in his arms. There is much uncertainty in this world. However, one thing is beyond reproach. Your parents love you with every ounce of their being. Tears begin to fall from your eyes, and you try once again to speak, but all you can manage is a small groan. Your mother's sobs, however, drown out the small noise. You try to move, but you are still too weak to free yourself from the heavy sheets. Still hugging your mother, your father turns his head and looks toward you. His eyes go wide. "He's awake!" The king lifts your mother up and rushes to your side. "Send in the healers! Tyson is awake!" You can hear rustling in the hall and frantic movement outside your door. Both your father and mother embrace you tightly, causing you to cough. They instantly pull back and lift the sheets to hold your hand. All three of you are crying now, elated to see one another. You smile at them, and they smile back, tears still streaming down both of their faces. This is the first time you've ever seen your father cry. Your mother leans in and gives you a kiss on your forehead before making room for the healers to check on you. right. So, now after that nice little story of goodness, let's see if you guys survive being trapped in this other room.
So
That's a really good job.
Yeah?
Really enjoyed that
You click
situation.
back to Kaylin and Boneless for a second. Kaylin, do you
Yeah.
feel like you have just been traumatized, or is that just me?
Something has disturbed me
I-
somehow.
I definitely feel it.
there's a
Thank you.
disturbance.
All right, so it isn't just me.
If we like filmed this, like if we, you know how some people that do D&D, either live or on pre-record,
I'm glad you
they
guys
do
like
this bit, and then they have like it reenacted in a certain way.
Mhm.
Oh man, that would hurt. Just like
Yeah.
watching
Took a
all
lot
that
in this
play
campaign.
out.
Once,
it's
hey
gonna
guys,
hurt.
you know it's fine. Once I make a lot of money on Dogecoin,
Yeah, apparently.
we can do live action reenactments of all the character memories. Okay.
Wonderful.
Interpretive
In
dancing.
cosplay.
Yeah.
In cosplay.
In cosplay.
In cosplay.
Netflix, pick it up.
Hulu.
All right.
I don't
well,
know.
Dr.
Yeah.
Boneless and Kaylin, do you guys actually want to do some more RP?
Do you?
Do we not?
Unless you guys want
Gives us
to
time.
go off your cliffhanger. I mean, we.
Nah,
haven't
you're good.
talked
Go
about-
ahead.
Oh no, it
Go
gives us
ahead.
time to think about what
Very
we're
well.
doing.
Meanwhile,
Oh wait, I was
Meanwhile.
unconscious.
Oh yeah.
No, you weren't
You got
unconscious. You got
psych-
smacked in the face. In the.
Oh,
in the
I got.
mind.
Okay, well.
psychic damage.
Okay, ow.
Ow!
You know-
Rude.
You're lucky you're here with me. The others might think that was weird.
I'm glad you understand, buddy. But I mean, like,
I will say some blood is coming out of Dr. Boneless's nose.
Ooh, they really gave you the uppercut.
does anybody have a tissue? Or a
Ye old-
tampon?
You definitely don't know what a tampon is, Kaylin.
No, I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Ye old.
Ye old tampon.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Let's act like
And moving
wait,
on.
Do we have to give
No, I
Dr.
don't.
Boneless the talk?
Oh God, I'm not doing it.
Dr. Boneless
No.
is also a dude, so that would be real interesting to see how that works.
Yeah.
Burn, this is a man.
Who said Dr.
Oh, we
Boneless's
broke
patron was a
Nisa.
dude?
We broke Nisa.
Okay,
I mean, if
anyway.
anything, they would have punched you right in
Dr.
the
Boneless
logo.
just wipes his nose away and he's just like, well, I deserve that probably. Like, well, what were we talking about? Remind me. I said my patron was doing something, and we were talking about how we're similar because we both have
Oh,
people
right.
who gave us stuff, yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
So you and I aren't, I don't think, as different as we both think. Because honestly, like, it's I don't know why we butted heads so much like this. Honest to God.
Well, I'm partially to blame for that. I didn't really like you at first.
It's possibly because
Not a lot of people do. So, the fact that you have grown to like me slightly more than you did is a win in my book.
Yeah. So. This,
Do you
if
like
this
me
group has
now?
taught me. I'll say I tolerate you more than.
That's
actually
good
I
enough
do.
for me.
If this
Ah.
group's taught me anything, it's to at least value those around you.
I'm very.
In the distance, like the distant area. That's right, boy. Value the people around you.
I mean, do you tolerate me enough to I don't know.
I tell you what. I'll tell you one thing right now.
Okay.
And there's only one other person in this group that knows it. And Caleb just kind of like reaches underneath his gear and his shirt and pulls out a raven pendant on a necklace.
That's a very pretty piece of jewelry.
I would hope so. It was my mother's.
Aw.
It's the last thing she gave me before they decided to leave me in a forest to fend for myself.
Well, Wes, do I have anything from Patricia? Do I have like
Patricia.
my
My
wedding
wife.
ring or something,
My wife.
or her engagement ring, perhaps?
You barely even remember what Patricia looks like, but as of now, you can't think of anything that you would have that she would have.
Can I look through my backpack?
You want to
Bring
dive
the
into
old
your
photo.
backpack and look?
Yeah, I might.
Ye old
Can I roll
photograph.
for backpack?
Roll for
Yeah.
that.
Legs
You want to
are
roll
just,
for
like,
backpack? You
sticking
haven't
out.
actually searched through your backpack in the entire campaign.
It's true, you haven't.
I have everything in my backpack.
A
My
full
backpack
course
is an
meal.
endless void.
It's a bag of holding without being a bag of holding.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll for backpack, and that's a 16.
Backpack.
His backpack doesn't have any modifier.
Okay, so in the middle of the room, Dr. Bonus just like kind of dives into his backpack and starts, legs up, looking around. Starts like pulling out stuff, like throw some rope aside, throw some other thing aside, and you pull out a jar
Jar.
that you
Of
hadn't
goop?
seen before underneath
Is
the
it off the
blanket.
goop?
Not goop.
Not the jar of goop, right?
No, it's
Because he still has that.
some
I
sort
do.
of green blob,
Oh my god.
Do you have flubber?
and it's moving.
Oh.
My son.
Son.
Can I put it back?
And you put the jar back in your bag. After
nothing-
yelling out, "My son!"
My
But
son.
nothing for my wife.
Not
My
that,
wife.
not that you can tell.
Okay, well, then I have no equal object from my wife, but I do remember having her, and it was nice. And I don't remember what happened. Well, I'm still piecing things, but I miss her, and I bet you miss your mom too.
More than anybody in this world could ever know.
It's bonding time. We're not that different.
I suppose not.
Okay. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. Let's go get lunch. What time is it, Wes?
We don't know.
I mean, they left in the morning, so it's it's been like an hour or two.
Do they have like a
brunch.
buffet down at
Yeah,
Brunch
it's
Time?
probably about 10 a.m.
What would you like to have for lunch?
I suppose
Do
I
you
could
have
eat.
like a base buffet at base camp?
Base
No.
buffet.
I don't know what that
Base
is,
buffet.
but is it involved chicken?
Boneless's base buffet.
So okay, so there are some of the other members in the room. A couple people are sleeping because they were out on like spy missions the previous night. But there's one or two of them that are awake and just chatting near their beds.
Well, is there any cookware or like eggs or bacon?
You just see a
Okay,
bunch
no,
of
Jello
crates
Lawson.
of stuff. There's not really any. There's not a
Gordon Ramsay.
kitchen in this place.
Can I find like a nice just like cast iron? If there is one. Or like something
could-
pan like?
You could ask one of
Okay.
the people,
Oh,
or
who's-
you
Is
can
Edgar
just
here?
start.
Can I call Edgar? Where's Edgar?
Edgar is not there.
Aw.
Edgar is at work.
What if we did a
Aw.
one-off series of cooking shows with Boneless?
Boneless's cooking show.
Welcome back to Boneless's buffet.
Boneless
Guest
cooking.
star Rachel Ray.
Oh my
So who's the nearest authority figure?
I mean, not really an authority figure, but there are the two guys I told you that are sitting by their bed, and they were the people that were on. You can recognize them as people that were on the first mission outside of Braden, as well as on the mission to break out people from the prison. They were
So I'm
these
gonna-
are two of the people that helped distract the guards.
I'm gonna say, okay, so Caitlin, I'm going to see if there's anyone who can tell me where there's any food around here
I'm
or
gonna
like
quickly
a
get some water.
pan. If I have a pan, then I can make fire and then we can cook something up. But
I
Okay,
tell you
dude.
what, if you find somebody who's willing to share their food, I might be able to work something.
okay, all right. So I'm gonna approach the two gentlemen, being small as I am and funny looking.
You go right up these two Goliaths.
Hello, gentlemen.
Katie's here.
Yay,
Katie.
Katie.
Katie, hi.
You're still alive. We
You're still
haven't
alive.
died yet.
We miss you a lot.
Jade is alive.
For now.
We're struggling without you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your schedule is, but if you happen to get finished with whatever you're doing, feel free to hop in. But obviously, no pressure. I know you got stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
So I walk up to the gentleman. Do they react to my appearance?
They just kind of like look down at you. Yes. Can we help you?
Would you happen to know if there's any foodstuffs, bread, eggs, something? My friend over there and I, we skip breakfast and we're feeling...
We don't have eggs or really any fresh food, but there are some of the military rations that we took from the caravan in the other room.
Okay. In the other, the room, this...
And he points you to a storeroom.
Okay.
That has it has like a barrel of water and then a bunch of like bags of stuff.
Okay.
Leather
Is there
bags.
like any dehydrated stuff that I could rehydrate or something?
Yeah, looking around, you notice that a couple of the crates are marked. One is marked like crackers and bread, and the other one is marked. There's like jerky, and dried fruit.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Alright. Kaylin, this way. What are you hungry for?
Well, given that I don't really necessarily like to eat anything animal-based if I can avoid it,
Well, there's fruit here and bread.
it sounds fine to me.
Here, I'm gonna rehydrate a little bit of the fruit and make it like a jam, sort of, and I'll spread it on a piece of bread and give it to Kaylin.
All right.
That must sound pleasant.
And while you
have
guys
an
are
actual snack?
snacking down, we're gonna switch back to the panicked party.
I was imagining
Tyson
boneless
had-
feeding
Tyson
grapes to...
collapsed onto the floor, and tears start streaming out down his face as he
Hold on.
starts
I need to
get back
commit
up.
to this.
Commit
I
to a
need to-
bit.
Commit to the bit.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
Hold on, I need to... I'm crying.
All right.
Is that
At
a
least this
LaCroix?
t-shirt's...
Jade
least this
doesn't
t-shirt's
actually reach down to help you up. She just kind of like looks at you.
This is a bad idea. Now I've got to wait for my face to dry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, thanks, Jade.
I bet that was refreshing.
Oh, it was refreshing.
Wait,
I just got
wait.
more water.
Is Tyson's placement on the map, is that accurate? Because I think Tyson
Yeah, I
was
think Tyson
supposed to be
Oh, no,
near
it was
us.
near you guys. I just forgot
so
to move
Tyson
myself.
clapped right
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
okay.
just look down and I see I think of Tyson, he's like in fetal position, like crying. And I'm just like
I'll be more of...
Yeah, he like didn't like completely fall, but he just kind of like slowly collapsed to the floor.
big guy, listen, I'll do a wellness check on you after we get out. But right now, if you're the true king, you need to pick yourself back up right now and help us out. Do I make myself clear?
I am the king of Brayden.
Then
Don't get
prove
sus
it.
with me, Evanier.
Then prove it. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck here, and the jig is up.
Tyson cheeks
I didn't
for
even
himself.
notice because I'm still looking at all the locks.
Tyson goes up to the mechanism to see if he's able to decipher it.
I actually want to make an investigation check on all these locks. So you
Yeah, I
know
was
how
gonna do
usually when you like look at a lock or like a keypad, you'll notice like some are more worn down than others, just from
True.
use.
Okay.
So I'm looking for, do they all look equally used, or is there like a specific number
Roll
that have been
your
used more?
investigation.
That is a 19 plus what?
19 plus Hawk. Hi, Hawk.
That's Iro.
Oh, Ira.
Ira.
Hi, Ira.
Plus 6, so 25.
25. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you
I
notice,
love my investigation
you
check.
notice-
It's so big.
by studying the individual locks, you notice that 4 of them have scratch marks on the outside.
Okay.
The 2 in the middle on the left, and the 2 at the top of the bottom on the right.
Hold on. Sticky note time. Okay, so 2 on the middle left. And which one?
Everyone make a perception check who's in that room.
Okay. 14.
14.
Also, which ones did you say? You said the 2 in the middle on the left, and which one's on the right?
It's the top and the bottom on the right.
Okay.
18.
18. Anybody? Tyson?
Yeah. I'll become public roll.
Ooh, Jade doesn't notice a dang thing.
Oh, let's go. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yes!
Finally a good one.
So to the 18, you hear a very similar set of footsteps coming toward you. To my natural 20, you also hear those same footsteps. But behind them is a much heavier, slower paced set of footsteps.
Oh no.
They're back. We gotta hide.
I relayed that there's another person as well.
We gotta
Let's
hide.
have this open. I have an idea. Leave the door open. Everybody get behind the door, and she gestures to right here on the map, like as close as we can get back away from here. So everybody go over there.
What do you guys do?
I follow the advice of Katrin to see if...
Squish and hide.
Squish
I
and
have an
hide.
idea.
Stealth. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow your lead.
Okay.
Because I have an inkling.
And at the Wolf's Head door that we opened, I am going to conjure an image, a minor illusion, of Jade in her, like, what she's currently wearing. Like, make it look exactly like her. But since she is over 5 feet tall, we're going to have her crouching down like she's fiddling with something. And position her in such a way where they could see her from the door.
And also, just for context, if it's going to change anything, since now I'm out of range, the mage hand vanished.
Yep. And outside, you hear, "Yes, master. I apologize profusely. The woman is inside." And you don't hear him say anything. You just hear him step in front of the gate. "You in there, reveal yourself." And he kind of peeks through the door, the gates, and looks to the Wolf's Head. You managed to get that far. It's impressive enough. But you'll go no further. Send for a detachment of guards. The butler hurries off. You might as well show yourself. Come talk to me. Explain your reasons. And maybe I will spare your life. The illusion doesn't move, correct?
Let me see
Doesn't know
if
how
I
to
can
talk.
make it move. Let me see if I can make it
I don't
move.
believe you can. I think it's a static. thing.
So with an improved minor illusion, hold on.
Is that a train?
I heard that
Yeah.
too.
That's me. Just in the background.
Hold on. I thought with
You guys can't
with an
actually
up-
see him, but you just hear him talking.
Yes,
That's enough for me.
but improved minor illusion should be able to either make a noise while it's there. I mean, technically speaking, it could move because I've created fire before and made it like look real.
Flicker. Okay.
So technically, it would
So
look
are
like
you having it do anything,
person-
or are you still having it tinker with the lock?
I think we're just gonna have her keep tinkering with it.
All right. Very well. If you choose not to speak, then die. And you see a throwing knife fly through the room at the illusion and stick into the side of the wall, passing right through it and dissipating it. Pathetic magic tricks. Are you sure there's someone in there? Yes, sire. Show yourselves, or I will have no choice but to kill everyone. And I can do so without even setting foot inside the room. What do you guys do?
Avenir is going... I wish I can do more than one person with this. I'm going to pull out something new.
Okay.
And I'm going to add some flavor text because, like Wes, we discussed how I was able to get this. Something within Avenir kind of got lit up because of the panic and the adrenaline.
Okay.
And I ended up casting Spider Climb on myself. And out of the panic, you see, all of a sudden, the rest of the party, they turn to see Avenir walking up, they're like crawling up the wall and just hiding herself on the ceiling.
Ooh,
And I don't make a
that's
noise, but I look up at her going,
That's an interesting roll that I just got,
Oh, no.
guys,
oh dear.
on his perception check.
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
hate the word interesting.
No, wait a
Use
second
it.
though. Like with the perception check, like we're at the, like, are we within eyeshot of him?
No.
We're like
But this is a
supposed
highly trained special forces
we're like
soldier.
squished against the wall as much as we can.
1,
Doom.
2, there are 4 of you breathing in there. I give you the choice. Die a coward. Or die with honor.
That's
And
where
with that
comment would cut to
being
Caleb,
called out,
eating bread and jam.
Jade is going to step forth into the doorway. And she looks directly at Tyson with angry eyes.
Tyson joins. You got me. Well, don't say it out loud, but Tyson.
And then we're going to pop to my notes here.
This is bad news bears.
So, you are the thieves who dare steal from the great Ryak! None of you shall play me for a fool. How many more heads do I have to send to that fool Arturus before he understands that I am not one to be trifled with? What you guys got? Tyson?
Well, then why don't
Avenir?
you talk to him yourself?
Catherine?
Avenir's stuck to the walls.
Yeah,
Mine's
I'm
more of
stuck to
just
the
a
wall.
sassy response.
What do you guys
Give me a
do?
second.
This is
Give me
you
a
guys
second.
are
I know,
pretty
I'm
stuck
like-
here. The butler has run off to get a contingent of guards. You're
I
trapped in
know.
this room, and you have one of Braden's most fierce fighters standing in front of you, and none of you are armed.
Yeah,
This is a
no,
lovely
J-
situation.
Anissa is regretting every single decision leading up to this point, so I'm trying to collect myself with that. I legitimately feel bad. So,
Takes a long time, Ruby.
yeah, I'm just gonna look at Katrin and just kind of have a look and be like, we can't sell these people out. We can't sell Tyson and Jade out.
I also step out into the doorway.
I
so
also
he can
step.
see us.
I crawl back down and I waste the second level spell and
3 and 4. Are there any more of you?
Just us.
Tyson response, no.
So, may I at least get your names before I take you before the king and have you executed?
Anna Lunette.
Interesting. Why is an elf in Braden? Were you one of the ones with the insurrectionists who attacked our caravan outside the walls?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Surely you do not take me for a fool.
And I would
After
not
all,
lie in
it
this
is you who
position.
look rather foolish, locked up in my bedroom. I'm assuming you came for the pendant?
One of you guys help me out, because I don't know what to say.
Look, Arturus sent us, yes.
I thought as much. What kind of idiots would listen to that man and attempt to break in here? Of all the places. Surely he told you who I was.
No, not
He
really.
kind of begged you. He was very adamant that you were weak and that you couldn't find him yourself.
Then he is more of a fool than I thought. Either that, or he sent you here to die.
Starting to believe that, actually.
I am, although a little impressed, you managed to get even the first part of that door open. And were smart enough not to attempt to pick any of the locks. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's have a bit of fun. If one of you can beat me in a duel, I will let the rest of you leave.
Will the one we choose be armed?
What do you take me for?
I don't know you.
Unlike those who would slink around in the shadows, I prefer to fight my opponents face to face. And why could you possibly want the pendant? What value could it hold for you or Arturus?
To be perfectly honest, if I'm being perfectly honest here, we came in with the refugees. Arturus promised us work in exchange for supplies, and we took him up on the offer because we have nothing.
Just telling the truth.
He failed to mention.
Then why are there
Much
two
of-
Goliaths with you?
They're not from here.
You remember,
He studies both of you. Also, Tyson, make a history check now that you've stepped out in front and noticed this guy.
can I roll with deception? Roll with this pro how to roll.
Advantage?
Roll.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for
roll
it.
with
Use
advantage.
one of your advantage rolls.
Sweet.
Make a history check.
Roll with that first dice. Because that was a 19. 21.
You rolled a natty 19 on the dice.
Yeah. Was that good?
This talk of honor, this talk of fighting, connects the dots for you. The voice, the face. This is the undead Goliath from the cave underneath Anders.
How?
I'm not gonna ask.
Can someone put a blue screen on me?
How? Wait, what?
I just
From
connected
the story.
those dots.
From the story. From the story.
I didn't want to say anything because I figured it out a while back.
Oh yeah, I figured it out. But this is like, leading up to this,
Remember
I'm
when we
like, this is the
fought-
time.
Remember
Yeah.
when we
I'm
fought
lost.
those Goliaths and I was the only one to hear that story about the afterlife? Show me.
ones in the cave.
You weren't the only one. You
Yeah,
guys
we
fought
all
them
were
multiple
there.
times. You heard the same speech multiple times.
Yeah.
We all did.
One was relayed because of
Yeah, he relayed it to
me
you.
not knowing. That's how you guys would know. You guys would know about it because I had to relay it to Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
If you find me in the overworld, show me this, and I can guide the way or something like that. I forgot the word for word, but this is the chance. Tyson kind of
Okay, well, Katrin
Just-
still doesn't get it, so you gotta say something. she's just gonna
Okay.
be like,
Yeah, Nisa connected the dots.
Yeah,
Abner has no clue.
I know we just met right now, but I really need your help.
And he's kind of flustered. He's... Speak.
You know the king that you serve, Tyson?
King Tyson, yes.
To be truthful, he is not the Tyson that you know.
And you can see, like, the veins pop up in his nest, and his, like, eye starts to twitch. You speak badly of my king.
I know that for years he's your king, but the truth is that he is not Tyson. He is... There's no blood, there's no lineage in the royal family of Brayden, because he is Jaden. Was there anything that you would have heard about an adopted son by the name of Jaden? Did Tyson say anything about having a brother by the name of Jaden?
We were told Jaden was killed, executed for crimes.
Those crimes is his crimes, because I'm Tyson. My father, Mikael, I don't know how much of the story you were told, because Tyson is... Jaden is your leader who is posing as me.
So, when you say this, he grabs you by the collar of your shirt and shoves you against the wall, drawing a dagger and putting it to your throat.
Yikes. Heck.
Tell me where you got the pendant, or I will strike you down here and now. And you can tell Jade is starting to move just slightly back toward this way.
we
I am
back,
here.
baby.
Hello.
And we're back,
We back,
everybody.
baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
can you guys
I got
hear
it.
us?
Die, the
Hope
healer
you
that
guys had
doesn't
a
heal.
nice little break. We got some snacks and some Wawa.
Yeah, I got some water.
Some
You
I
know,
have a
I
muffin.
should have, I had some
I have a
Dr.
dice
Moose
tray.
before. I feel like I shouldn't have eaten myself.
Is it a Costco muffin, Joey?
It absolutely is. Are you jealous?
I am.
Is that the one you were talking about last
I'm
week?
on a diet.
Oh, you were.
Mm.
Is it the one you were talking about yesterday, Joey?
Huh?
Oh,
Was I talking
last
about
week.
yesterday?
All right.
Okay,
Last
Wes,
week, I mean.
me too.
The poppy seed.
The lemon.
So-
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that last week.
Hopping back in, guys.
Yep.
Sorry,
Okie
don't
dokie.
muffin talk.
Ryak has Tyson pinned to the wall with a knife to his throat.
And the guards have us at knife point as well. I
Well,
think.
no, the
gone.
guards are outside in the hall.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
said the guards. Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah, no,
understand
they-
the one that has a sharp, pointy.
well, he's big and
Big
scary.
dagger.
That's why we haven't.
Yeah.
I'll ask you one more time. Where did you get that pendant?
You gave it to me.
Tell him.
I did no such thing.
Tyson relays a bit of those words that we were talking about before. You literally gave this to me. I know this is confusing, but you gave it to me.
And he like listens to the words. He pushes off of you and still holding the knife. What you say makes no sense. I did not give this to you, nor am I dead.
You didn't
I've
give it
never
to
met
him
you before.
yet.
What?
You haven't given it to him yet, but you will.
I don't understand. And he lowers the knife, and you can see Jade is like just very confused. Like, and just sits down on his bed and like is looking around at everybody.
I don't know if this
Explain
will-
yourselves.
I don't know if this is
Tyson,
going
what
to
is
help.
it he said to you again? I don't quite remember.
I just remember
He's-
that it was in the ruins in Anders.
Do you remember the town Anders by any chance?
I've never heard of it.
Well, there's a town that you will come across in your lifetime because, little do you know, behind these walls of Brayden, the world is ending.
He like explain.
There is a area called High Valentry, which
Yes, the
apparently,
king just met with one of their representatives about an alliance. How do you know of this?
well, High Valantry has fallen. The people that you're meeting, there's, from what I can gather, the entire kingdom that my father had driven, and apparently my brother now, we might be dealing with people that are going to kill the entire town. You're going to be an undead, which is why I met you as an undead. You're probably going to die. We need to stop this, and that's why I need your help.
And with High
Oh
Valantry.
my god, sorry, I just connected the dots. That's probably why he's an undead.
Wait,
Oh!
wait, is that how it happens? Oh, Wes is making DM face.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
oh
you
my
got
god.
it.
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit. Sorry for the language, but holy shit.
If we realize it, our characters realize it.
Yep.
As Tyson sees
Hatred.
this,
You said it. You literally just said it.
Katrin's jaw just drops like,
guys,
is
And
that
for
what
the
you
first
This
time
is
you
him.
see Abner not have her cool, and she's like,
Wait, so you guys have to break the cycle.
we're breaking the cycle right now as we speak.
Dun, dun,
Oh my
dun.
god, I just.
I
my
gotta
brain-
go!
I'm out. Bye.
I'll be
Guys,
back.
I'm the one that cracked it, and I don't usually crack puzzles and stories.
Hey, you had an epiphany. That's all you needed.
I did. Well, Tyson, see another day.
Eh,
Find
Oh,
out next
hope.
time on
After.
I like to think like our entire party just had like that epiphany. It's just like, and we're just
Even
We
like
look
you
at each
guys,
other like,
You're like, you center the stage
Well,
and 3 out of the 5
Joey,
brains
you and
have
I can't look
exploded.
at anybody because we're all the way back at base.
Y'all are playing
And-
poker.
But your brains are like.
And,
We're
Uh,
not playing poker anymore. And now I'm shooting apples off of Boneless's head.
Right.
Oh, sorry, what were we gonna say this?
Oh, you can see he like turns around toward the inside of the room. Say, and he like looks at the 2 pendants. Say I managed to believe you.
Yeah.
Who are you that I would have entrusted with my ancestors' most prized and precious artifact?
I'm the true king,
you
Tyson.
You tell him.
And I've come
And he,
here
like-
to take back what's rightfully mine.
We stand the true king.
He like shakes his head. What proof do you have other than? And he like looks down at the pendant and just.
Do you need
I
more
know this
proof
sounds-
than that?
I know this sounds crazy, but
What?
Avenir.
What was your mentor's name?
correct me if I get it wrong. Kenobu. Is it the right person?
Right person.
Okay, I got the name right.
Yeah.
Kenobu. He is
He
Jade's
was said to be a traitor to the throne.
He protected the Tyson, the real Tyson, with his life. And I'm the Tyson. My brother thought he killed me, but I'm standing right here.
And he's just.
Surprise, shotty.
He like goes and sits down on the bed, and then Jade like backs away from the sword that she was reaching for.
Like,
And he like can't really say anything, but he stands up and charges over the door and opens it. You may all leave. And they try to open their mouths to protest. That is an order! Leave my home at once. I will be
You just got
fine
evicted.
here with these. And they all start to exit. If what you're saying is true, then the people of Braden serve a false king.
They do.
And you think that this undead force can breach the walls of Braden? No
There's a
other
lot of them.
kingdom is as powerful as we.
That may be
How
true.
could they manage this? How could they manage to penetrate our walls?
They're doing it right
I
now.
mean, they have a dragon.
A dragon?
Does that help? Yeah, that would probably do.
They
it.
do
They have a
have
big
No.
dragon.
Mortal
But-
being can control a dragon.
King
That
Perseus
brings
by
us to the
Landreas.
next part of the story.
Or with magic and someone by the name of King Percy, I don't know if he's your contact. They're penetrating, the word that you used, right now, our forces.
How?
They're sending representatives right now as we speak.
Yes, the High Volantrid representative will be taken to meet the refugees as of tomorrow afternoon.
That's a
Yeah,
bad
which-
This
idea.
is a bad idea because
Which is,
Why?
you go, Evne.
sorry. Because that is exactly how Nevad was fallen.
How?
King Perseus has gotten necromantic powers. And he has become undead so he can be immortal.
So the rumors of the undead force are true.
Yes.
Correct.
And
But the king... And he pauses after saying the king.
Who did he?
He says
send?
there is no undead threat. That they were merely rumors to create
you're
dissent
welcome
among
to
the
go
people of
up.
Braden. Why
Well, the
would
thing
he
is,
lie if what you say is true?
how do you think we have refugees from Nevad?
And how would you
Especially-
expect me to get this pendant if you were undead?
I did think that the king's orders to allow the people of Nevad into the city was an odd choice for someone who has been so fiercely opposed to outsiders entering Braden for so long.
He was never really a good people's person, Jaden. He always, every time he showed some kindness, there was always a catch, and the catch is that they are probably all going to die, along with a lot of people in Braden, probably even in Braden, including you, and probably us as well, if we don't do something about it.
This emissary
This-
from High Volantry, who is it?
No one but the king was allowed to meet them. I'm not
The king
sure
is
he
here?
or she
Oh.
stayed underneath a cloak and mask. The king met with them for
Why the mask?
several hours. I did not ask. It is not my place to question my king.
But you questioned it to yourselves, surely.
I did think it
Oh, that's
interesting.
good, Lord.
I assumed that it was a potential meeting of a bride.
Well, it might be an undead
What
one.
is this? Bio bride?
As well, the false king, it pains me to say those words, has yet to take a wife. That is what I had
Wonder
assumed.
why. And he seems so charming too.
Don't get
Oh,
me wrong,
don't get
he's
me
had many
started.
suitors.
He's
But-
had many suitors.
They are rarely heard from again.
I wonder why.
And you, of
kind of-
course, did not find any of that suspicious, I'm sure.
It is not my place to question my king.
Yes,
Surely
said
you
that.
must understand. All right.
Me personally, no, I don't understand blindly following the king, but that's just me.
With this information that you've just been dropped on you,
Your 13th birthday.
yeah,
What was the gift given to you by the former king Mikael?
Tyson kind of just looks down. I know what the item is. The shield of Braden. Is that
Made
correct?
by whom?
Oh no! That's. I forgot the name.
Tyson would know this.
Oh, I wrote this down.
Yeah, you're good.
Hold on.
Lore check!
Laura check!
Law check.
Quick, bring me my script.
Okay.
Fine.
Balron.
Balron. That's.
I did the thing, guys. Last session, I literally wrote his name down.
Yeah.
Do you still have this shield?
Yes. But it's not with me right now. Because I was told that any outside contraband is likely to get me killed. So in this case, it might get me killed if I brought it in. The colours are blue and gold. I said it in question because I've forgotten the colours, even though I'm the one that's like, yeah, let's
Blue
go with
and
that.
some. It's blue and something.
Oh, isn't it blue
It's
and
blue
gold?
and gold.
Yeah, it's blue and gold.
And then he starts unstrapping his armor. I need one final piece of proof.
What is that?
Fight me if you are who you say you are. Prove to me
Defenders
what's
all over
truly in your heart. Prove to me that you are the true king. And let's check in on Dr. Boneless and Kalen.
that transition of content.
Meanwhile-
I love to see it.
Meanwhile, back at the bunker.
Back to the studio.
Yeah.
This just in. Hello, reporter Boneless. Are you there?
And now we pan back
On the
to our
field.
reporter, Dr. Boneless.
Yes, it's raining.
Okay. Well, we have suddenly hit some drama on our side of the walls in this area of Brayden. How's it going down there with you and with you and the other reporter?
Hey there, Bob. We're up here in the helicopter at Channel 5 News here, and we're going to go down to the field and check in with Dr. Bonus and Mr. Kalen. Yeah,
old
on
helicopter.
to you guys. Pause.
This is all
Oh my
canon.
god, it's literally a ye old helicopter. It's just
ye
a
old
basket
helicopter.
on
It's
a
a guy with
dragon.
pedals. It's a goblin with pedals.
Hello. This is Channel 5 News. Me and Kaylin are having bro time.
I'd like to think that this is canon and that Dr. Boneless was having some sort of fever dream
Oh,
and just
yeah.
starts talking.
No,
I
no,
mean, you
I
could
know what
run
it
with
is.
it.
I know what it is. Dr. Boneless is so paralyzed with fear at the thought of accidentally being shot by an arrow that this is playing in his mind.
Oh, there you go. This
I
can be
just think
canon.
That the eel helicopter, it's a goblin just being carried by the medicated pigeon.
All right, so why don't you guys go and take it away for a second?
Yeah.
I would appreciate it if you aimed slightly more above my head.
Oh, relax. I've done this a million times.
Yes, but my head is important to me.
Oh my god, are we about to have that actual kill?
Are you shooting an apple off Dr. Boneless's head?
Oh, yes, I am.
Is Dr. Boneless wearing a helmet?
Yield helmet?
I don't know, like half a coconut or something.
Okay, let's see what happens. Kaylin, roll an attack.
I like to
even
think
have
that it's a
coconut
Goliath
fingers.
armor head, but it's literally all of
It's
Boneless's body.
covered.
Roll a ranged attack for me.
I will do so.
It's my entire upper torso.
17.
No, Jesus.
All right, from the close quarters of this room, yeah. Dr. Boneless drops slightly, but you still manage to... the arrow goes right through the apple and sticks it to the target, but Dr. Boneless jumps away in fear anyway.
I can see that happening right now. Like he goes, he's just bang.
See, I told you you were gonna be fine. I used to do this all the time back in the forest.
As much fun as this has been, I think I'm good to take a break for now.
Hey, this was your idea.
Smoker.
Was it? Oops.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just to let you know, Sammy gifted 69 subs in the channel.
Hey.
Nice.
That's
Get
so on brand.
It is indeed.
All right, what else you guys got? Or if you want, I can switch it back to the other.
No, Kaylin, do you have things to talk about? Do you want to have more bro time?
Y'all RP, I'm gonna be right back.
I guess.
What were we talking about before this again?
We're talking about our feelings.
That's right.
That doesn't sound like me.
I was trying to get you to open up about said feelings. Kaylin, it's not like you're announcing things to the whole group. It's just me, and I will likely forget tomorrow what you said. I won't tell anyone. Don't worry, I'm good at keeping secrets. I mean, not that it would be a secret. It's just that a man's feelings are personal and masculine and stuff.
Look, I've told you more than I've told anybody else in this group, honestly. But
That's a good start.
the fact that I'm confiding in you means that there's something clearly wrong with me in the first place. So I guess it's best
That's
to just
a
get it off my
personal
chest
problem.
now. I don't know what to do anymore.
About
It's as simple as that.
you don't know where you're trying to take your life, or you just don't know what to do in this moment. I need a little bit more context.
I suppose both. I tried to contact my deity recently and I got nothing.
Got sent a voicemail. Sorry, I'm rolling a moment right now. I'm gonna
Well,
mute myself.
If I know anything about deities or patrons, if they're any sort of similar, I think mine is probably just a meaner version of yours.
You start to get a headache.
Ouch. If I know anything about them, it's that sometimes they're busy.
And Kaylin, you don't hear this, but Dr. Wellness, you hear a giggle happening all around you.
I got it, thank you.
Guess you got that coverage after all.
So, Dr. Bellos is gonna say, I'm sure your deity is probably... I mean, not that something else would be more important, but deities, I'm not religious myself, but I would think that deities have a lot on their plate.
It just feels like mine's been busy for years now.
Years. Oh, that's different. Well, you tried calling them. Oh gosh, what other solutions? Not that I'm trying to offer advice here, because my advice probably wouldn't be the best, but and not that you're looking for any sort of solution. Well, I mean, I apologize.
I just want something. Anything that lets me know that they're watching.
Well, hey, Steve, what's going on? We're having a bro talk.
I know, sorry, I read the chat. Nisa said, have you tried faxing them?
I did a
I saw that too. It gave me a little
What'd you
chuckle.
say, Nisa?
Have you tried faxing them? Sorry.
Well,
To
you
continue.
wanna
myself.
you want a sign that they're watching, that your deity's watching?
I just want to know that they're there. That they
Well-
haven't left me like everybody else in my life has.
Well, we haven't left you yet.
I'm sure you will eventually.
How long has it been now? It's been, in technical terms, it's been about 8 years. That's a long time. And, well, your undead self looked pretty happy to see us. Does that offer any sort of consolation?
If I recall correctly, he said that you all died.
Well, yeah, that happens. To the earth we must return. I'm sorry.
Sorry, yeah, that happens. It's fine. All right, let's switch back to the other group. Let's switch back to the other group where.
I've got something. I had that. I was starting to say no, we stay,
Thank
and then
you.
just kind of the asterisks.
What
Thank
happened?
you, Mama. Mama donated $80 in the name of
Wow.
the True King. One healing potion to each player, including Jade. So somebody take a note of that.
Oh, yeah.
And an
Oh,
advantage
don't you?
roll to the DM. Thank you so much, Mama.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kira.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that,
I'll write
guys.
that
I was running low on advantage rolls. I haven't really used them. I only have 76.
Wait,
Oh,
was it
I
potions or
got
advantage? Wait, was it potions or advantage rolls?
Did
You
anybody
guys all
feel
got
any
potions.
feelings from my
Okay.
monologue, or was I just spewing?
No, that
nonsense?
was good. That was really
No,
good.
it was good.
I liked it. No, I liked it a lot.
Also,
Chad, am I making anyone feel feelings?
I felt the
Got me
feelings.
right in
I
the
felt
cockle.
feelings.
yeah,
I felt things.
yeah. It
So-
was just funny because like the last bit where it's like, oh yeah, that happens. That just reminded me of my French teacher in high school. Like one of her things is like, yeah, life is hard and then you die. So that's why it just reminded me of that.
Wow.
That's rough.
That
Well,
is.
teacher no kokoro.
That's a lot from your teacher, who is clearly having a bad day.
Clearly.
She's just a very sarcastic person. That's how she really instilled
And that's
like a
where you
lot
got
of sense
this
of
from.
humor.
All right.
Exactly. So
Well,
Gave you
anyways.
the Kappa trophy.
Anyway,
so,
back to our party.
Back
We
into
return to you, Bob.
To the studio.
back to you,
To you,
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. That got really dark.
Hey, thank you for the cheers, Shona.
Hey.
Okay,
Yay.
so
500 bits, thank you.
Ew.
back to the other room.
Yes.
Ryak has finished taking off all of his armor. He's dropped his sword to the ground, and he points to you. If you be the true king, then fight me and prove what's in your heart.
Again?
Again, just to make this is like to DM.
It's like a
I'm not
fist
gonna
fight.
kill him.
It's a fist fight.
Just to check, to DM. I'm not gonna kill him, am I? I really don't want to kill him.
I don't know.
I really
I
want
mean,
to
it
stop.
depends on whether or not you stop. You're going to be fist fighting him. You don't have a weapon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool.
So
Yeah.
what you going to do?
All right, let's go. Square up. I'm sorry,
right.
I don't say square
So,
up.
for the
Fuck me.
first time in 2 episodes, I need you to yeet for initiative, Tyson.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey, this is gonna be weird.
Said
where
the
it's just
thing.
Me rolling for initiative.
Yeah, you're rolling against him.
As they're squaring up, Katrin's just gonna go. Is this a Brayden thing? Just fighting for honor.
What'd you roll, Steve?
Initiative. Can you go first?
What? No, what'd you roll?
14.
You
What
rolled a
did you roll?
14 on initiative. Steve, I only got an 11.
Oh my god.
You're
that's why I'm
going
like,
first,
can you-
buddy.
I was gonna
You
say,
go
can
the
you go
first time.
first? Because I rolled a 12.
Tyson just said, I said, do you want to fight me?
Me? Do
Give
you
him a
want to
catch
catch
his
his hands? No.
Because I got a 12
Please.
and then a +2 for
Yeah.
initiative, which I didn't realize I got a +2. So
So
I'm like,
go
can
ahead
you go first?
and roll. You guys are now facing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for an unarmed
attack.
strike.
I go
Yeah.
sit
Now,
down on the bed
neither
next
of
to
you have
Jade.
armor on, so your AC is not.
Oh yeah, I need to change
Seven.
that.
It's half
to
of
make
what it would
unequipped.
normally be. It's like
Yeah.
11 or 9, something like that.
So you guys are just pretty much gonna be beating
16.
the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Well, no, Steve, you don't have any armor.
No armor.
Just your
That's
shield.
16. Oh, hold on, let me remove that as well.
Any armor at all. Yeah, you don't
10.
have anything. Yeah.
10.
Also, real quick, just like Katrin is gonna sit on the bed, and just because it's a
Both
life-size
sit
bed,
and
so we
watch.
kind of like struggle to get on the bed. Avenir takes out like a small thing of rations that she had, and just is like, want some?
What's some snack?
Jade holds out her hand.
Yeah.
And we just like
I share
the
the
girls-
rations.
Yeah, share the
girls
rations.
are just sitting on the bed.
All right.
You hear, you
What's
hear
your-
the
what's
good,
your-
the
what's your
bad, the
attack roll?
ugly in the background.
Before rolling, I was gonna say I feel like Katie's gonna be like, oh, like I feel like she want to do the RP now. That like,
I would have loved to have Katie here for there. You know what? It's 9 o'clock.
are you sure you
Because
wanna
we
cut it
don't
short?
have Katie here, why don't we end it there? Because I have a feeling that Katie is really going to
That's
want to be
true.
here for this.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
don't have
I-
our full
I-
cast.
That's
It's been
fair.
kind of an emotional night. So why don't we come back next week
To-
with our...
Oh,
with-
okay, back to the
Okay,
amazing cut.
with
But
Katie as well.
can I do a quip real quick? as we're
Absolutely.
watching? Okay, as they're about to start fighting, Katrin's just gonna scoff and be like, "Fighting here is honorable. When I would do it, I would just get detention." And she like grabs more food.
Can
and
we
starts
make it so
nibbling.
that Tyson and I don't know if we got his name, but we both just look at her like,
Yeah.
what?
So
Really?
instead of just straight up ending the stream, why don't we just like chat it up for the next
Half hour or so?
half
I
hour
saw
or so?
that.
How we
That
talk.
Yeah.
sounds like a good
Because we
time.
didn't
Hi
before.
guys.
Can we hang out with them in
Guys.
chat?
Glad you guys are continuing to stay with us for Yeet for
Yeah.
Initiative.
You guys get to
Mhm.
hear our post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Do
we
a
always
post
do like
little
kind of
talk
a
after.
little breakdown of how everybody's doing, how everyone liked everything. So we'll just do
Mhm.
that on camera this time.
Yeah. Should we set the game to just chatting or just keep it on D&D?
Yeah, let's set it to just chatting.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I'm very glad that me and Kaylin did not go with you guys.
Me too.
Yeah.
No, I think it definitely worked out.
I honestly thought that was gonna go way worse.
I was sitting here like
Me
I was sitting here
freaking
like,
too, guys.
Yeah.
No,
tell that's the
I was
person
sitting here
in
like,
my
oh crap, I have the
perspective.
time sphere. If they get into trouble, they're screwed.
Yeah, I was kind of frozen just originally on how we were gonna go about it, just because I'm like just because it's like Wes, my brain was also mush, where it's like I legitimately don't know what to do right now, and I don't have any player hints, and obviously Jade, technically as an NPC, doesn't know either.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's
like-
something that
Yeah.
is a little tough with the player hints. There has to be an NPC who would have
Mhm.
at least some
Yeah.
knowledge about the thing. But Jade's never
Yeah.
been here. She doesn't know about this safe. Like,
Right.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that's why I gave the player hint back, because
Give
it
it
was
back.
like, I want you
Refund
guys to figure
It
this
wouldn't
out,
work, right?
because Jade is
Yeah.
not, like, she's looking through the books. And
It
I
wouldn't
had the
work as-
idea that maybe she found something in there to help you guys through, but it didn't, I didn't feel like it really fit, to be 100% honest.
Yeah, you.
Also,
Yeah,
my
I
plan,
prefer
to be
to
fair,
have it
my
another
plan
authentic.
almost worked. It kind of almost worked.
Almost.
A little bit. Almost.
Sam would like to know how we
Sam?
prepare for Yeet, and my answer
Yeah, I
is
was
I
gonna say.
don't.
I put on the shirt.
Everybody puts
Do
on their
not prepare.
shirts.
I
Yeah,
Oh,
I
are
put
we
my
having
shirt
a
on.
Q&A?
Yeah,
so,
we're doing a little
yeah.
chat session. Yeah, we'll do
Oh
some
my
Q&A.
god. Okay, so well, I
What
make
is your
sure I have
regime?
a water and my lip balm and
Mhm.
my dice and
Yeah.
a
Yeah, which
blanket.
you can get at exclamation dikes North
Exclamation
Boundary.
merch.
Use code
Yeah.
Yeet
Yeah.
for
Oh,
15%
exclamation
off.
dice.
Yeah,
Yep.
use code Yeet for 15% off your North
Hopefully
Boundary.
it doesn't
They're
fall
amazing
out,
dice,
but-
by the way. Amazing
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
I love
Very
my
sturdy.
I
dice.
got these.
They're very
Um,
sturdy.
But Ruby does have a question. How long does it take to write those stories that we all listen to? Okay,
Ooh.
it really
Let's
depends.
go through the process.
It really depends. So some weeks, especially for the longer ones. This one was a little bit shorter, but I still liked it. I think it took me about 5 hours to write this one. Nah, maybe not that much. I don't know. I'd have to ask Sam. But typically for the a lot of the memories, it takes me like probably 12 hours of straight writing. So if you break that, you want to break that down. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work in prep, and then I got to figure out what they're
Yeah.
doing each episode. And there've definitely been a couple episodes where I spent all of my
Keep
time
checking
on
it,
the
right?
player memory because I really wanted to finish it, and I had nothing for them to do during the episode, and I was like, I'm
made it
gonna wing it. What am I gonna throw in? More spiders, I guess.
Yep.
And I-
1,000 of them
It's
to be
It's a bit of a
fine.
process.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
He has 4 pairs of glasses. This is the props for Tyson
Yeah.
Tyson. Do I go for the don't even have the panels in, or do I go for one of
Yeah.
these ones?
Yeah.
Also, a glass
Gwen
of
says
water
which
on
which
standby.
dice is your favorite?
So
This one.
My critical roll dice, my D20 set, and these
Focus.
Queen's Treasure dice that I just threw on the floor from
you love it so
Dark
much
Foundry.
that you threw it on the ground.
These are
Yep.
these are unofficial
These
dice.
are
not,
beautiful. Like
these are my ones.
I love these things. I love the pearlescent effect of them.
Yeah.
They're
Brian got me these.
And
And
yeah,
it's a full set. It's got like,
Oh,
and Sharna, is there a question that you can turn this into a book? It's kind of the idea, right? Like I have close to
kind of hoping to, yeah.
400
A book
pages of
is
lore that I've
artwork.
written so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've
I-
almost
Thinking
written
about it.
technically a book, but that includes the player memory. So the idea that I would like is I would love to write a book for each of their individual characters,
Prologues.
and then they all meet up, and then there's a series that follows.
I love that idea.
That would be great.
Rachel-
Rachel asks, do you think you would be friends with the characters? Yes
Uh,
and no.
I would
No!
absolutely not be friends with Kaylin.
I'd be friends with no.
I feel
It's
like,
not
yeah.
you, it's me, and then just peace out, A-Town.
Kaylin and I
Well-
would not get along at all.
Avenir is way too negative and pessimistic. Where I'm just gonna be like, nah, you're killing my vibe here, Avi. Like
It's fun to
no.
play those kind of characters, though.
It
right?
is, yeah.
Like
Oh, it
it's
absolutely
it's fun
is.
to play something that's opposite you. Like for example,
Yeah.
I do very much enjoy being able to play all of the bad guys too.
Yeah.
Because
the
like
bad
I'll say
guys,
it's that's just not me. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
playing that
I would hope not.
because
Playing
here's the
bad
thing:
guys,
if I play
super
somebody who's very similar to me, I always just fall back into just
you.
being me
right?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
me
if you
too.
play someone who's counter to you, it's a completely new territory, and you can kind of improv and like do whatever, and
Accept
it's
what
not,
you think would be a bad guy, right?
Yeah, and it's why one thing, if you've noticed watching the streams and just me online in general, is that every single one of my voices that I do has its own unique personality that I have attached to it.
Dr. Boneless and I would be besties.
Oh,
I can see that.
Totally.
You would have
I
a
can-
secret handshake and everything.
I wholeheartely see that, and you'd be,
With
and
the
Dr.
chicken?
Bonus would have like a spaz out where he starts talking to the air, and you'd be like, "That's fine."
I'd be
It's
like,
fine. This
no,
is
tell me
fine.
more. I get what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
Good
Real
way
For
to
quick.
say it.
For Katrin though, like part of me realized that there was a little bit self-insert then in there with her character, and then
What for?
for me being her friend, and then
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, but then we kind of took it to, I took her to the next level a little bit. She is partially me
Hydro as well.
without my filter.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Katrin is sassy, that is me without my filter.
So
You know
have
what
have I
Raven is?
have I kind of nailed Katrin as far as the player memories go?
Absolutely.
Have I been
Nice.
pretty
I have-
close with everybody's character?
And
Yeah.
I've had
Well-
students like her.
Well,
and so
you're-
you nailed it.
Avenir's we haven't seen Avenir as an adult
yet.
or
No.
even a teenager yet.
Well, but here's the thing, though. And I think I had this conversation with Steve, Odd, and I believe Cody last week after last session, whereas it's like the stuff that I've written for Avenir, like we just barely scratched the surface with the last player memory that we had of her, because for me as a player, I didn't even think about her upbringing pre-circus, and also some of the stuff like with Avenir's worldview of like, especially with working with kids and herself like growing up in poverty, it's like she's like Avenir had this wild big imagination, and I didn't even think about that, but just how you wrote it, Wes, I absolutely love it, and it just adds more depth, and I just it's so good.
Well,
And
I'm
it adds a
glad.
lot of stuff that hasn't been discussed yet, but
Yeah, because
yeah.
so just to let everybody know, everybody here wrote like some semblance of a backstory, but it was kind of vague. You guys had some specific things that you wanted, some like backstory characters, and I just kind of took that stuff and ran with it for these player memories. So, like for example, these guys have no idea what I'm writing. They've kind of given me free reign to come up with
keeps us-
certain stuff.
Oh yeah, he has
Even when we
You did
ask for
check with us
clarification,
first,
he
though.
doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I
at all.
checked
It's more of
with
watch.
certain things. Other things, like when I write the details of stuff, like how specific things happened, you don't know. Also, what's a secret from them is how all of these memories tie in to their past.
That's
Yeah.
why there's a lot of things when you see shock, like when you see shock on all of us.
Oh yeah, we
per
genuinely
person,
are
it's
shocked.
genuine shock because we don't know anything.
yeah.
Is
And
the
also,
main
we
stuff
don't know
that we've
who's
been
going to be
told.
who next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the minute he gets to the player memory, all of our faces light up. Like
Yeah.
we're like, who's it gonna be this week?
That's
Yeah,
why
it's kind of random.
it's-
I've been doing a lot of Tyson memories because it makes sense. He's here. He's in Braden again for the first time in
I actually
so
thought
many
you were doing
years.
someone else this week because I was like, I
But it
was
was me,
confused. I'm
honestly,
like,
because that celestial
who
figure
is
is like
this?
that's like pan dead on for me.
I know it was Tyson.
Oh,
I'm
don't
like,
worry.
oh,
There will
he
be
almost
memories for
died.
everybody.
Yeah.
I know.
I was thinking that it was gonna be Avenir because it's like one of you guys has passed out. And I'm like, I have Mage Hand on the lock. If it's me, we're gonna be screwed.
You
but
just
then,
fall asleep. I think.
yeah. But
If there was a movie made about all of us, who would we cast? Danny DeVito? Hands
Scarlett
down.
Johansson.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Actually-
care what anybody says, Brendan Urie.
I mean, who do you think this
About
could look like?
us personally
now.
or our characters? Like, who would we cast as our character?
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what?
I could see
Dwayne
Tyson
The
as
Rock
The
Johnson.
Rock. I was gonna say The Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne The Rock
Yeah,
Johnson.
The Rocker, Terry Crews.
Because it.
Terry Crews. Yes, I would love Terry Crews.
Yes,
Crews.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews is Tyson.
I love
Yes.
Terry Crews. He's
Yes.
he's great.
Terry Crews.
The title, like the credits are
Someone
rolling
sings-
by, and there's an explosion. It's just like, and Terry Crews.
Hey, at Terry Crews.
Look,
Someone
Terry
send
Crews.
this to Terry Crews and say this can be
This
you
could
if
be
we
you.
make it live
You
action.
know what? I actually hold up. I would say Scarlett Johansson, but now
Yeah,
just
we'll say it
because
for it.
because I've been watching WandaVision, and if you have Disney Plus, please watch
It's so
it.
I
good.
had-
I need to watch
I
episode
really-
4, so nobody say anything.
So I'm
Yeah,
trying.
not gonna say
I don't
So
have
right
it.
now we haven't started watching WandaVision because Sam hasn't seen most of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So without
Oh, I
the
haven't
Marvel
either.
movies, I'm
Yeah,
imagining
it
that
doesn't
a
make
lot
sense.
wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Not saying any spoilers, but so
You
we're
gotta
catching
watch
up.
them all.
We're watching Black Panther right now. We're in the middle of
Okay.
Black Panther. We have it
Very
paused.
nice.
Okay, there.
It's true. Please don't throw stones at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, Sam, I'm actually right there with you too. But
Yeah,
I
please
watched
don't
all
throw
of
them
them.
at me.
I love the Marvel
We're all
movies.
bo-
yeah, I love the Marvel movies, but I'm so sorry. Like, I'm such a noob with the Marvel, like the MCU and everything. But whoever plays Wanda, I actually cast her as Abigail.
The person who plays Wanda, believe it or not, is Elizabeth Olsen.
Thank
That
you.
sounds familiar.
It's
Hasn't
it's
she
the
been in
not
another film?
Olsen twin.
It's not
Not the
it's
Olsen, but
one
that name's
Olsen
familiar.
Not the
sister that's
not the
a
twin,
Was
the other
she-
the sister.
That's cool.
Has she been in another movie? Because
I mean,
Elizabeth.
been in a ton of
she
stuff.
played Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
in,
Been in a
in the
ton of
other
stuff.
Marvel movies, but
Oh, that might be
Yeah.
why. Because the name's just really
Yeah.
like it pops
Elizabeth
up.
Olsen is not the twin. She's just
Oh
that's
my
really cool.
God.
I didn't
Elizabeth
She's
know
a
Olsen.
sister,
that.
but not a twin.
yeah.
When great idea, Terry Crews is Tyson and Dwayne Johnson is Jaden.
Ooh.
The thing
There
is,
we
we
go.
don't know
I
what
love
Jaden looks like,
that.
so that could work.
Yeah.
That would be
And before,
that would be
like-
pretty dope.
Oh my
I
god! And
picture,
before,
like-
like, we do the Jaden encounter, and then the person that pops up is friggin' Dwayne
It's
the
The
Rock.
Rock.
And
It's
it's
The
The
Rock.
Rock.
Do you
Yeah.
smell what Jaden is
He's
cooking?
cooking. The true king is cooking. Oh god.
I picture like Amelia
Oh my
Clarke.
god, Jaden's
as
wrestling
Katrin.
name would totally be the
That
True
would be
King.
dope.
I can see Amelia Clarke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amelia
like,
Clarke as Katrin would be dope.
That
Yeah.
would be
That'd be
pretty
pretty cool, yeah.
but
And Danny DeVito as Dr.
Danny, yeah.
Conlon.
No
I
one
will
else
live and
can-
die on the hill that is Brendan Urie needs to play Caitlyn. I don't
gosh.
care.
I'm the trash man.
Would you like an egg in this trying time?
Oh my god!
God.
Ooh, someone said Jason Momoa as.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh, Jason, that's
Whoa.
also a really actually, yeah, that's a really
Jason
good pick
Momoa,
too.
You know,
Jason
I feel like
Momoa
I
and
actually like
Momoa
that better
is,
than Terry
play-
Crews.
Jason
Yeah.
Momoa, and
better.
then like
The
in his
Rock.
younger days, Tyson's
Terry,
younger days,
no,
and then
you know who Terry
eventually
Crews could be? Terry
because
Crews could be Tyson's
Tyson
dad.
had hair.
Yeah, there you go.
King
Look at
Mikhail.
that.
No, Terry Crews could be King Mikhail, yeah.
Yeah.
The cut.
Yeah, and Jason Momoa is like the start, like his younger days, because the continuity issue that
Oh
I
my
realized
God,
when
Sam,
I made
that would be
Tyson.
How does-
Oh yeah, when he
How
made
does-
Tyson, he had
He
hair.
had hair, and then eventually it could go into who was it? Terry
Uh,
Crews is the dad,
I have
and
to, I
then
have to ask this because Sam wants to know. Would you be willing to do one shots where she can play a magical pigeon?
Only
Possibly.
if
What if
we
she
let
needs
Maybe,
to-
Bruce
maybe,
Banner come
maybe
back.
they'll come. Maybe the party will come across a pet store in the campaign, and they can buy a magical talking
can I
pigeon.
get
and just have
a talking
the
dog?
old pet store. And then Hans Kate asked, "Do I prefer DMing or participating as a normal player?" I really do prefer DMing. Like
I'm glad that we
having
got
You
part-
guys have more
DMing.
control, right?
having
I'm really
participated
glad.
in a couple different campaigns, DMing for me is it's so much more fun because I get to do the writing, and every single part of this is just it's coming straight out of my head. So if something doesn't make sense or something seems a little off or there are continuity errors, it's
You can
my
make it
fault.
work.
It is
Mhm.
100% my fault.
Yeah.
And there have
And
been
for
a few
those
of them that
don't
I've noticed.
know, this is Wes's first time DMing.
It is my
Yeah.
first time DMing
Yep.
ever. These guys actually approached me and were like, "Hey, would you be interested in DMing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I might be able to do that. Well, maybe we'll do like a 1 or a 3 shot or something." And you know,
Remember
20,
when this was a one
And here
shot?
we are
technically,
20
technically,
minutes later.
technically
When I send
29 episodes in because we got the 0.5 for the Halloween episode.
That's true. 29
Yeah.
episodes later, here we are.
You know, it's
Yeah, actually, Nisa and I had this idea years ago. Like, we wanted to get the group together to do just D&D in general, and we never really could until now. Which is,
Yeah, we had a couple
Here we are.
people, including Steve, because I remember it was.
I'm the
us
one that
two-
sent it to him. It was in Feb. I think I said it in Feb, and then we
and
took
then we
a
took
month
initiative on it.
to
yeah.
think about it, and then,
Well, then
Yeet for Initiative was
quarantine-
born in April.
Because
Yeah.
quarantine meant a lot of us suddenly had a lot of free time where
yeah.
we were stuck at home.
Yeah. And I remember because.
Oh no, it was in April. The 5th of April is when I sent that message like, "Hey, do you
Yeah,
want
we
to
started in
do a
April.
DM as
Yeah,
our
it's
Like
DM?
the end of
DM
April.
for a campaign."
Yeah, because I remember a couple, like, just some backstory. Hey, I have a question for the fellow players.
Yeah,
How did
go
you
on.
guys, like, really, like, I'm
Get
trying to
into
word
it.
it. No, it's more along the lines
Exactly.
of, with our characters, like, what was,
Mhm.
like, an inspiration or, like, how did you come to be to make your character who they are?
Oh, I actually know this right off the bat because I was talking to
You
Brian
go
about
first.
it. Dalish from Dragon Age Inquisition was my original inspiration.
I can see
Talked
that.
about
I
that
can see
before.
that.
Dragon Age. That sounds familiar.
Kalish is a very good fit for Kalen.
Dalish is this elf in Dragon Age Inquisition, if you haven't played it. And the joke is she is an archer. She's a rogue. And they're like, but you have a staff. She's like, it's an elven bow. It's got a crystal on the top. It's for aiming. You wouldn't understand. So she's actually like a mage in hiding.
That's how it's fed from.
She's a mage in hiding, but she's also like pretending to be a rogue, and that's kind of where I started with the idea.
You know, if I didn't watch
behind
that, if you didn't tell us that, and I watched that show or that movie, I'm not sure what it is.
It's a video game.
It's a game.
Oh, the video game. If
Really
I
good
played
video
that game, I'd be like,
very
hold
good
on.
series. I love Dragon
This
Age.
sounds like they just copied friggin' Ords.
Yeah, that was
Copyright
like
hidden
the
in the
start
mold.
of that character.
I actually have a
think-
few for mine. So Kaylin is inspired by about 3 or 4 different characters in other campaigns that I've watched, and the biggest inspiration for him is from Critical Role. Mr. Liam O'Brien was a big inspiration for me because a lot of you probably have realized if you've watched Critical Role that Kaylin acts a lot
I can totally
like
see that.
Vax'Illidan.
He does, yeah.
So Vax'Illidan and Vexalia, the 2 twins from Vox Machina, are a huge inspiration.
Campaign 1. So
Yes, so from Campaign 1 are a huge inspiration. And then a little bit of Jester mixed in there as well from Campaign 2.
yeah. Yeah,
So-
for Avenir. So, fun fact, Avenir was actually the Avenir that I play now is a revamp of my very first D&D character that I made for my college's D&D club when it first started. And I had no idea what I was doing, and I'm like, hey, half-elven rogue sounds cool, and I was a graphic design major, and I wanted to add like a little graphic design Easter egg. So Avenir is actually a font that I just added an extra Y in it.
That's hilarious.
Mhm.
It is.
So
And that font is used in so many brands worldwide.
yeah, it's one of like the
Like my
most
phone
universal sans
company.
serif fonts. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but with how I played her character there was very vanilla, just because I didn't know what I was doing, and I had the idea of like she had a long lost uncle. I didn't know how else to like. I originally had him as like a bounty hunter or something. I didn't really know, and then I remember I made a character for a one shot that was also a rogue, but had high charisma, and I was joking with the DM at the time where I was like, I don't know if this makes sense, and he's like, oh, it was like, it can just be like she was raised in the circus and she swindled coins off when she was
And you
little,
picked up from that.
and I picked up on that, so I just
Nice.
melded the two for this character.
Well
and
done. That's cool.
Very nice.
yeah, so that's
Tyson
how,
was
how it
more
is.
of wasn't really following much of any story arcs in general, but the thought of like Game of Thrones without, you know, the murder, the gore, the red wedding. Don't know what that is.
The vanilla,
If you haven't
vanilla
watched that
Game
before,
of
tell
Thrones.
me about vanilla Game of Thrones. Well, that, but using a sense of like a hierarchy. So I guess a royal family, using that, and then have it happy days, and then something go terribly wrong in that cycle, and that's how Tyson became a thing. Tyson was just Tyson. There was no last name, and then Mike Tyson came into mind, but I thought can't use it just yet. So there's Tyson, which I didn't realize at the first would be a good double up, and then you have Michael.
Mikhail.
Mike is the original name of Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Mhm.
That's the if you're only just watching now, Mikhail actually used to be Mike
Mike
Tyson,
Tyson.
but because
And I just
The
like,
actual, like,
when I was
power-
when he
because-
said that, I just like,
you just got it
Okay.
law dropped on you, and it's
yeah,
one
I
of
was
the-
just there was
Oh yeah, we were being sassy when we sent you
Yeah.
sent you our original summary.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
no,
Never forget
Question
Jack,
for the
son of
DM then.
Daniel.
yeah.
What's
That's
your favorite little
Wait,
Actually,
quip
before
that we've
Yeah,
put in our character backstories?
Oh,
yeah.
before
We're-
that, oh,
before
Joey.
before that, let's
Oh,
have
Joey,
Joey
yeah.
explain the inspiration behind Dr. Boneless.
Yes.
Okay, so my first inspiration, if anybody remembers from quite a long time ago, was Courtney Miller in Try Not to Laugh on the Smosh channel. Her character
Boneless?
Boneless.
boneless.
And so I thought that character was hilarious and sounded very much like Danny DeVito. So my first thought was like, okay, so their name is Boneless.
Shots, man.
And so I don't know. My first thought was like, okay, this character's called Boneless. That's the only thing I need. And then I made a character called Boneless, which got unfortunately vetoed.
You wanted to play a freaking gelatinous cube.
But hey,
Like,
we got a call back today.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
did.
You did
Anyway,
find a
so the
jar of
original-
living goop inside of your.
My son.
the original character of Boneless was a gelatinous something or other that was created in a lab and dissolved anything that it touched or something like that.
Something like that, yeah, because I remember I helped you out making your character sheet.
Yeah. And then that got scratched because it wouldn't have worked out. And then
You would have
So-
died
Dude.
instantly.
so my second thought, I was like, oh, so he was created in a lab by whom? And then that's how Dr. Boneless came in. And my thought with him was just like, he's nuts. Sorry, excuse my language.
No, you're.
And he's just absolutely just out of it. Because he like, what kind of sane person would create a gelatinous thing that just
Yeah,
dissolves
who
anything
would do
that it
such
touches?
things? We'd never.
Oh, we
And-
didn't get to the
Our
best
job
part.
never.
That gelatinous cube was supposed to be a barbarian.
Yeah. And
That's
then,
right.
What?
I forgot about that.
is that how we
Eh?
did it?
I think
Yeah.
I
so.
think so.
That's how we did it.
We're like, it
I
would
think
be
I
hilarious.
blocked that out.
I think we were joking. We were like, oh, it'd be funny if it's like a deep barbarian.
Because we were sharing backstories with each other,
That document, the Google Doc.
cackling with each other before we
yeah.
sent them to West.
My the
we were writing
inspiration
them.
for my backstories was just like, I want this character to be so absolutely ridiculous. And then Dr. Boneless came and I was just like, okay, I'll give him a girlfriend, and she watched him go nuts.
It
No,
started
Patricia.
as like a joke,
Patricia.
but now
Started
it's
as
dark.
a whole joke and now it's dark. But yeah, and then his mannerisms there were two characters. One of them was people. One of them was Danny DeVito, and I think the other one was like Doc Brown from Back to the Future or something
Yeah.
like that.
I can totally see that now.
So it was a
We
have to
mixture
go
of
back.
them two.
I can see Boneless saying that.
Mm.
Let's go
And,
back.
and something else that Joey specifically wrote into the backstory is that Dr. Boneless has fits of insanity.
Do you have to
That's
remind
why.
me of that every single day?
Yes,
Hence the
because
wisdom
I was
saving
like,
throws.
ooh, this is gonna be fun.
This
It's
gonna be
there as
spicy.
canon now. So that's why Dr. Boneless has to make occasional. I don't do it as much anymore, okay?
You haven't done it in a
Occasional
while.
wisdom
You
saving
hated me.
throws to see if they are sane.
Mhm.
So yeah, and it's been fun. You guys have enjoyed has everybody enjoyed the directions I've taken your characters?
I have had a
Yes,
blast.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
No, of course, yeah. I
I
love
say
it
this every week, and I'm gonna keep saying it because the fact that I don't know anything is exactly what I want.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's been
Every
a lot of
week is
fun.
always keeping us on edge, and just the way that, especially with Tyson's backstories at the moment, how we might not have a Tyson player memory like next week, but then if he is the week after, you always find a way to make it easier if people are catching up to pick up from the last one and literally just pick up where we left off and not have to like fast forward it because of the way you're explaining stuff. It's just like episode 2, here we go, and you just take the like us and the audience on like a really good adventure of one of our past lives.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun seeing everybody like theorize what's going on too. It's been really cool. But
And having
let's-
certain things like
Yeah.
breaking a lot of us with realizing that the undead dude is high phones.
sorry.
You're good. Like how it just broke all of us to realize that he's dead because of what's about to happen, and to break that chain,
Yeah.
that blew my brain up.
I love how we're like, wait.
What?
They are starting to realize that I may have actually planned ahead for some stuff.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
figured, but it's just I didn't know if it was going to be later on. I didn't realize later on is now.
Now,
Yeah.
Possibly.
We're getting to the later.
You don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
we connected one dot, but
Yeah.
I
wait,
hope I'm not the reason why he's undead.
yeah, but
That's I'm like, I'm not gonna kill him, right?
Wes, what was what like I think it was like your favorite clips from each.
Yeah, or what I was gonna ask, what was your favorite shenanigan from us that we put into our backstory that's not a spoiler? Because we were trying to mess with you a little bit.
I have a few.
Hey, Raze.
What's your favorite non-spoiler shenanigan that we put
That's
into
the
our
tough part. The spoil.
Also, hi
So,
Rays.
Oi.
Welcome to the chill
Hey,
Q&A
Rays.
card.
How you feeling better, mate? Go
You know,
on.
honestly, I'm not sure. There's so many different things. Like, you know, I will say, like, I think I actually hit my head on the table while reading the original sheet for Boneless.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, you
Fun
can't
image.
play a gelatinous cube.
Yes, I can.
Fight me.
Never
With
tell
my
a D&D
little
player what a cannon
hands.
can't do.
I'm a barbarian. Fight me.
That's a
Rar.
blob. Fight.
I'd love to know what your I can't believe we actually did this and it worked
That's
moment
a
was.
good-
Says
Yeah.
Mitchie.
Oh, I think maybe when I broke my boomerang.
Oh,
Yes.
the I can't believe
The
we actually
actual
did this
boomerang.
and it worked
Oh, wait, you didn't
moment.
break your boomerang.
Yeah, let's go from the top down. So Avenir or Nisa, what was your favorite? Like, I can't believe we did this moment.
I got oh gosh.
A recent one, actually.
Yeah, I have to think back on it. Circle back to me because I need to think.
Tyson or Steven.
Oh man, you haven't called me Stephen in ages.
Sorry.
Like, wait, what? No, you're good. It would have to be in the loops that we like literally just figured out how to do it, and it kind of there's a lot of things that was blowing my mind with the whole progression of exiting the actual place we went to. I forgot what it was called, but just
Anders.
everything falling in line, and it's just like, oh my god, how did we do that? Like sometimes in the first time round, in some of the cases, it was like, what? Oh, and now like this, the law drop, like, oh my god, we
Oh my
figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
I actually I thought of mine now.
What's yours?
It was when it was the last time we were in the ruins and everything in the dungeon, and like thinking back on when we were at the last like
That's what's called a ruin.
boss of it, where we discovered that the Goliaths had crystals on their backs, and we spent like half a session trying to like put them back in like batteries.
That was so good.
And I was thinking,
Oh my
like, after that reset, I was like, wait, if those undead have crystals, why don't I check the other undead that's in the cavern?
That you're
And
in.
when we did that, that was how we found the crystals to
All of
fully
them,
solve
yeah.
that puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was like, you know what? I'm going to investigate the corpses. And then you pulled out your notebook and you're like, okay, this has this crystal. I'm like, oh my gosh, it actually worked. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's mine.
Mine, I feel like there was one very recently that made me go, wait a minute, that worked.
I was
and
gonna
I
think more
cannot-
along the lines
So-
of your dragon incident.
The dragon incident. That's
Wow,
a,
how is this camera
yeah.
like going up? Yeah, how did that one go?
So
That one's not really a holy crap that works. That one is, oh my god, we survived.
lived.
moment.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I need to like I really want to go back and see that episode because my face when you
It was
did
so
that,
good.
I was just like,
Stone cold.
wait, what
you
are
were
you doing?
stunned. You were stunned.
I'm like,
and the thing is, I saw your face and my brain went, nah, commit to it.
Commit
no,
to
I'm
it.
I'm look,
That's
I'm
what
very
people
happy you
trust.
did, but my brain was literally like, oh god, they're all going to die.
I heard the
I-
panic in your voice that entire.
I did
Yeah.
too.
So-
I was
picked
just
it up
like-
straight away.
If I don't do this, then I'm like cheating for my players.
Yeah.
But if I do this,
they're all gonna
all
die.
my
kill my
players might
players.
die.
You're gonna die.
It was the same panic as the thousands of spiders chasing me to town.
Oh yeah, no, that part I was just like, please God, roll an athletics thing above 10, please.
Yeah.
I rolled
Um,
like a 6, an 8, a 7, and like a 5.
Yeah, and I was just like, dude, you're gonna die.
Tyson was really cool with that.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, well, this is the end of Kalen. Time to break out the backup.
yeah. We were joking about bringing up the backups, and now we're like, wait, no, we don't want to bring out the
No,
backups.
No, we
backups
don't.
and one of the t-shirts to say
My
goodbye to
biggest,
this
I'm-
guy.
I
I'm
can't
liking
believe
this.
I actually did this and it worked moment was actually at the very beginning.
The very first episode,
Awesome,
actually. I believe it was the first episode. It might have been the second. When I fired off a guiding bolt that killed
First
5
episode.
zombies at once.
That was when that was when the combat was like the last 2 hours because it was our first time playing. We had no idea what we were
Yeah,
doing.
we
to learn
had-
the mechanics and stuff. And yeah,
So-
didn't you roll a nat 20 on it?
Yes, and that's why you let me do it, because I was like, so I wanted to just pierce through like one into another one. You're like, okay, nope, you killed all 5 of them.
Bing,
Yeah.
bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, it literally
Yeah.
just like
Pinball.
it's like the Indiana
Uh,
Jones
which
moment on top of the
episode is the
tank where he
dragon
shoots the
one?
pistol
Yeah.
and they all fall on
Oh
the side.
yeah.
Does anybody know
For
which
those of you
episode
that-
the dragon one was? Someone
I
was
don't.
asking.
It
For
was
those of you
A
that
little
don't
fun
know what I'm
fact.
talking
I could
about,
probably
go to
figure it
episode
out.
1.
Jo-
Episode 1,
fun
like
fact.
towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey,
Mine-
what about yours?
I've got 2 choices. So my first one is definitely the boomerang in which
That was
something
so
actually
good.
happened.
Oh.
So I'm looking at this puzzle and it's in complete gibberish because we have the crystals in at the same
Mhm.
time, and I pick out 3 words and I'm just like, inside
Break.
your weapons was not in the original sentence, so I
That's
smashed the
right.
Yeah.
I
you went
smashed the
bang.
boomerang open and Wes goes, "There's crystals inside it."
Yeah, I was just like, God damn it! You didn't even figure out the freaking puzzle yet, and you're like, I'm like,
Just
no,
good
that's there. Yeah, you do
Right?
it. I'm like, okay.
There's something in here that doesn't work right, and sometimes it does. So,
Like to
and
the-
then my second one is the either first or second episode when I kneeled.
Yeah,
Second
I think it was the
episode.
third. I
Second.
think it was the third
That was
episode.
third,
actually.
yeah,
Healing.
'cause the
Because
first
that
season
was,
as well.
we were about to like leave,
were
and I
gonna
was like,
die.
wait, I have an idea. And my pits were sweating so bad that time because I was just so nervous. I'm like, I don't want to do another battle, so I was like,
We were gonna die.
kneel,
that
like
was-
we're
we
in the
could've died.
queen's tomb. If we
Come to
show
think of it
respects,
now-
then it'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
And then it was okay, and I was like,
No, here's the thing. I hadn't planned on that happening, but
Mhm.
something that I've told them, but I have not told the rest of you is, if they hadn't attacked any undead, they wouldn't have done a single bit of combat while they were in that graveyard.
We initially.
Yeah, we pretty much
aggravated them.
initiated all the combat.
Yeah.
We could have just avoided it all.
And Lady Lovegood donated $10. Health
Hey,
potion for
thank you.
boneless. Remember when y'all were so stuck in Anders that Wes had to literally throw an NPC at you?
Yeah.
Drunk into COD?
What?
It was
He
fun.
wasn't part of the story?
Never.
What are you talking? I don't know what
Yeah.
you mean.
Also, Sharna, I'm still mad about that polar bear.
I
Oh.
wanted it to be my pet.
Also,
A
we
little
figured
fun
out
facts though.
that ep-
People that are watching this live right now,
Yeah.
if you didn't realize, is if you hover over where the bear is, you can actually see maybe somewhat
The
like
health and stuff.
Yeah, the health you
Yeah.
can see in the extension. If you're on your phone, I don't think there's a part, but
Yeah, you
PC,
can
I don't
Hey,
think
but
it's
you
mobile.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah. let me have a-
We also figured out episode 17 is the dragon episode.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
The episode
I
where
went back
we're
and I
all
looked.
afraid for our lives.
Yeah.
Everybody should pull clips for that and send them to me. Maybe we can put
Please
We
do.
can put
Yeah,
them. I can
everybody
edit
that-
together this video a little bit. And we can put those in and show.
I
off
do
those
want to
moments.
do a season 1 montage of
Yeah.
That would be very cool. Yeah.
I
We
forgot
do
to
have a
do that.
channel.
We have the highlights
We have a
channel.
channel for it if anybody wants to like help us
If
go
you guys
back
find
through.
On
amazing
Discord,
clips
yeah.
from season 1, it's on
I was meant
Discord.
to-
Hey,
Yeet
Steve,
for Initiative
subscribe.
highlights.
Thanks, buddy.
I was meant to use
So-
that in my
Yeah.
emote thing for like, it's me, but also there's an emote I'm using to say it's me.
yeah.
I
And,
forgot so until I looked at my phone.
just a note: don't put I would say screen record them instead of clipping them
Yeah.
because
yeah.
clips go away after a while.
No,
They
no,
do.
no, no, no. They don't.
Don't they?
They just get lost in the abyss of all the clips. We
Oh.
had to wipe the clips because of DMCA, but everything that was made after a certain date, they're forever. You just
Oh, okay.
try and, like,
They just get lost in the ether. So
Yeah.
Alright,
Ask
well-
for future episodes, if you find anything and you clip it, just throw it in Yeet for Initiative highlights.
Yeah.
We'll
If
Yeah,
anybody
absolutely.
wants
The-
to go
Or
through,
just give
like,
us the timestamp in the episode and we'll go do it.
Yeah.
we'll go
if
with it.
anyone wants to go through
We
the
can throw a
48
compilation
hour
together after a
footage
while.
from season
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
But yeah, actually, just because Catherine did bring up Ducat, who's your guys' favorite NPC thus far?
Oh,
Thomas.
that's a good one.
Prince Thomas.
Grace.
Thomas.
Grace.
Grace. Grace.
Oh, now you make me feel guilty. I didn't say Grace.
What, so we got a Prince Thomas, we got a Grace,
I do like Ducat.
Ducat.
Oh, also
I
William.
like the con.
I
also
love
a good
seeing his character development. It's like from this like
Drunk guy.
drunk, like
Drunk guy, yeah.
egotistical, like
Dick.
dude. Yeah, basically to this very
Nice,
well respected
wholesome
guy.
man.
Very well respected and extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it's
So-
Winnie, right?
I'll throw William in there. So my top two are William and Prince
Oh,
Thomas.
poor William.
Oh,
Yeah.
William,
Is that
until
Bakery
those
Boy?
last few
Bakery
seconds.
boy. Yeah.
Bakery
I
boy.
had to do it. I'm the one who killed him.
Yeah.
I'm his Edgar. Edgar's been fun.
Yeah.
I like my boomerang man.
I hope someone clips that. We were like
Boomerang man.
all sad that he was dying, and then Bakery Boy had spiders. I'm like, nah, peace out.
Yeah,
bye,
that was literally like,
Yep.
no, Will, we failed you. He's like, I can feel them inside me. You're like, nope.
Yeah,
bye."
it was like fire, fire, kill it with
Fire.
fire.
On fire.
Like that, like, I'm not gonna lie, that hesitation, like the, oh no, you'll be fine, it's gonna be okay, and then I can feel them. Nope, it's like
That's enough of
stab,
that.
burn it all, just burn him,
Throw his
burn
body
everything.
over a
Yeah,
cliff.
no, it was
That
like,
also-
I feel them inside of me. Kayla just like, nope, screw that. Stab.
Bye.
We love you, but goodbye.
That also
You served
reminds
your
me of
purpose.
when I took some of the spider web and started crawling up the
Yeah, that
wall.
was
That
good.
was smart.
Yeah,
that was,
that was a
That's
fun
good.
one.
That was good.
I just, I don't
I'll hit
know.
us with
like,
some more questions too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
This is
too.
fun. I like Q&As.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna spoil like your backup character, but I just remember Dr. Bonus because I think Ducat or someone was like, "How are you gonna get the like spider webs off your hands?" And then Dr. Bonus, like how he said it, was like, "I'm gonna figure it out later." I was like,
Oh, I know the
"Backup character, is
now.
that you?"
well, I mean,
Characters bleed.
we all know. I think Joey's actually mentioned before what her backup character is. So
I don't remember if I have.
Yeah, what character would you want to play other than your own? My
That's
backup
a good
character
one,
is
Rachel.
pretty fun.
No,
Uh,
I think they mean which other character
Yeah,
in the
which
party
other person?
would you like to play?
Oh, and the party.
Ooh.
yeah, do you
In
mean
the
in the party or
party.
do you mean
I'm
the-
assuming you
Boneless.
did it, man.
Boneless for sure.
Ooh.
Because if it's one that I've created, I have a steampunk pirate artificer that I've played before that I had a lot of fun with.
And I have an ASMR artificer who is the
Okay,
exact
so it is in the
opposite.
party. So in the
But
party, I would love to
Yeah.
play Katrin.
I have a bard.
I
without a
would
brain.
probably say Avenir because I always either play a rogue or a wizard.
I actually can I have Jade as my answer? Because I think like a
Sure, she's
fine
strong
with that.
Goliath barbarian, I would feel so powerful. It would be such an empowering time.
Yeah.
Sharna
What about you,
asked,
Joey?
if we started again, would we change our character class or race? I would not.
Troy, what about you? What would
Oh,
who
I think
would
I
you
would-
be?
Oh, like if we could go all over again?
Tyson?
I think I would be Tyson just because
Wait.
I'd like to be tall for once.
Hold on, wait. What was the question? Sorry, I was waiting for Joey.
If you
like,
started
her character.
again, would you change your character class or race? So if you remade your
No,
character,
I
would you
would-
change their class or race?
Would you
I
would you
would
play
not.
somebody else though, Steve?
You,
I
You
don't
would?
think I
No, would you play somody else? Would you
Oh,
play one
no.
of the other characters?
I'd probably stay as I am, but if
You
we
like
were to do
Tyson?
like pick another character that's not Tyson,
Yeah.
I'd go boneless just because of the goof. But I
That-
feel like
yeah.
Tyson. Oh, the other thing I was going to say before was, with your writing is, I appreciate how, especially with Tyson, because you know how I'm still feeling you. even though
Oh
it's
my
gonna be
god,
muted.
Sam, I
still
do remember that
integrate
one shot.
That the
Yeah, okay.
whole
Real quick
learning
about that,
Wait,
too.
hold up,
game,
guys. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
lit-
I'm waiting.
learning the game, but you're like picking up on that and having in the future player memory as to why Tyson's very hesitant. Like that might be a slight spoiler, but like
Yeah.
the reason behind that, because I'm still hesitant, but with this interaction with this dude, I feel like it's going to help push him into being an actual leader, not like, oh, okay, fight me, you know, but like fight me, especially with Ev when she got sassy. I'm like, I'm the King Tyson, and like he was kind of picking up a bit of his dad's vibe, like, how dare you? But Tyson would say, how dare you? He would say,
Yeah.
I am the king.
And reasons because I can't say because backstory, Avenir wouldn't care.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Fair enough.
and also real quick, just to answer the question about would I change my race or class? No, because backstory reasons.
I
Yeah.
would.
Nice.
You would,
I
yeah, because you don't
would.
want to be a warlock.
I don't. I want more spell slots. I'd be a bard or
See,
something.
here's the thing, though, Joey. We like once you guys are in a situation where you can start taking short rests.
Mhm.
That's
you'll be
where
good.
the
You'll be
warlock
good.
really comes to the front, because if you guys take 3 short rests in a dungeon, you technically then have 8 spell slots.
What?
And we don't. We don't
Because
have ours.
every time you take a short rest, your spell
You
slots
get
get
yours.
refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like
What
I
spell
can
slots,
use
Tyson
8 at
says?
once. I can still only use 2 per battle.
Yeah, but
That's
every short
because
rest, they
warlocks'
recharge.
main source of damage is their cantrips. So Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
But
use those 8.
Now that
But I would-
we figured out like what was happening with your character, why it was
Mhm.
like really hard for you to
Fix
hit
it
stuff and
anyway.
things like that.
Mhm.
Now
Still working
we're
on it.
Yeah.
at a better spot.
We're in
Oh,
a better
yeah.
spot, but I still
just-
think like even if we did, I think maybe Dr. Boneless would be more understandable as a bard, because I guess people would understand
I
more
can
why
see
he
that,
acts so
yeah.
dumb.
Well, also,
I feel like considering the situation we're in, you're still alive with the way that Boneless was and like how we changed him now, but you're still here. Like you didn't get permakilled because of how he was built. Like
Yeah.
you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question, Lady Lovegood.
That
For the
is a
players.
good question.
Do you miss
I-
the loop? And would you go back
I'll
if you
miss
could?
Grace.
I do
I
miss
miss-
Grace. I
I miss
don't
the
miss the loop.
invincibility. I miss the
Hmm.
invincibility of
Picking up on our mistakes, eh?
knowing
Knowing
I'm
you're
the
that
gonna
exact
wake up.
opposite.
if we messed up, we would at least reset, and it would be like
Yeah.
mildly annoying because now we got to do this all over again. But there was some comfort in testing our limits with what our
Yeah,
characters
that's how I
could
love it.
do.
And that you did. A lot.
I'm
Yeah.
the exact opposite.
Like, that
I
was
do
kind of the
miss
point, like-
that.
Really? You don't
Um,
miss that, Cody?
No, because my biggest thing about playing D&D is I play for the thrill of it. I love knowing that I could die with anything that I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I miss the invincibility of the loop, but I don't like, even though there were side quests that we could have done, and off stream, Wes has actually elaborated some of the stuff, but I enjoy where we are now, even though we don't have the invincibility anymore, just because we're able to see each other's characters progress in their own time, in their own story arc. Like for now, we're doing the Brayden arc with Tyson, and I'm really excited to see that character development and see the character be brought more to life and have like layers and reasons as to why they are who they are. So
And that was one of the things that I enjoyed with the player memories, is I wanted to like give you guys some more insight into why your characters act the same. So if some of you may have noticed, but the characters, like for example, Dr. Boneless was obsessed with the wedding
I was.
yeah.
in town.
And that was just because I really love weddings.
But I start to
But it
try
also
and
makes
weave
sense
those
now.
things into the player memory. So how they act, the choices that they make in the campaign, that's something I write into the backstories. I weave those things in and give past reasons why the character might be acting a certain way now. It's something that it's been a lot of fun to do. You know, and with the player memories, I do genuinely enjoy seeing your guys' reactions to them, to the things that are happening.
Oh, you watch our reactions?
I do, yeah.
Because when I look over, you're looking.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
as soon
looking.
as
I'm
where
looking
the
here,
people
reading
look
the
is.
thing, but I do peek over and watch you guys.
Oh,
My eyes get really wide if it pertains to me. That's all. That's how you know.
I think you guys see
Yeah, you
how
do.
I
You sit
react.
back in your chair.
Oh yeah, no, I like lean back. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good.
lean back.
It's gonna be
Lean
good.
back.
So we have been
I
doing
just-
a lot of Tyson memories, but that's going to happen with
That makes
each
sense,
individual player's arc. Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
like I try to tie it in with what's happening in game. So like if somebody gets injured or something else happens, they remember a memory where that something like that is happening. You know, for for this one, Tyson felt trapped inside of this room.
Mm-hmm.
So he got the a memory where he felt trapped.
Oh,
Yeah.
traps, but also when we went off
But,
the
like,
screen, like the
literally.
reason why I went to the BRB, I felt a little trapped. But sweet, now
Yeah.
It's weird how it's like a little bleed that comes into it.
Yeah.
I think that's why I felt the way I felt before. So it's like, crap, what do I do? And now like we found a way forward. That's I guess a weakness I found is do I like being trapped?
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
But like who would want to be trapped? Like especially in an elevator. I didn't get trapped in an elevator because I didn't realize it doesn't move like before a certain time. What?
And
I didn't trap myself in one.
And if you guys remember, I think it was the first session with Katie, we didn't quite hit the goal for the player memory, but I was like, no, we're doing it anyway because
it was perfect.
everything
'Cause
that
it
was
needs
happening
Yeah.
It lined
just
up right.
it lined up so perfectly.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I have to. Like, it's fine. Like, and I really enjoy that sort of stuff. What did Prince
The
Thomas'
storytelling's just
sword
cultivating.
do? The one they found in the Forgotten in the Ruins rubble.
It stabs people.
It
I
was
don't
just
remember
it was just
actually.
a +2, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, it was a
+2 sword.
+2 magical sword,
Plus
but
two
he
with,
now has the original magical sword of his grandfather, and that was the sword made for High Villantry. His
His father's
King
sword, right?
Thomas's father couldn't wield it. Was something you guys did find out that he could not wield that sword,
Yeah.
but Tomas can, or Prince Thomas can.
Tomas.
Tomas
Yeah.
is somebody else.
He was worthy.
Also, we missed a question from Ruby saying, "What's your favorite game?"
Oh, yeah,
Everybody.
that's-
Wow.
Yeah.
There's
What
too
is
many
your
to
favorite
choose
game and
from.
why?
I can't
Honestly,
pick one.
Thank you for
I feel
adding me,
like-
or else I wouldn't have seen
You
that.
don't know, Rachel. You
Yeah.
don't. You'll have to find out later.
I
Yeah.
cannot pick a favorite game. There's too many.
I can.
Crash Bandicoot.
We know
hands
you
down.
can.
I
I
will.
literally
I will
have-
always say this game, and I will always recommend this game. I will always say Horizon Zero Dawn because that was like a
The
really
original
cool
version of
game.
this.
I still
Yeah.
have it. I
Crash
still need to
Bandicoot.
finish that.
It's a really good game, and it's so pretty.
You mean this
I-
game?
Yeah, that
That I
one.
haven't played yet.
Robot dinosaurs, and that actually makes sense with the story.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cop out, but right now it's D&D, just because it's like so
Fair
far
enough.
the game that I've
Yeah.
put in the most
Fair enough.
hours in, to be honest. But
If it was on Steam, eh?
because it was on Steam. But I think just even though I've only dipped my toes into actually playing it, but just because of like the entire franchise and the story and the art and everything, it's Overwatch. Just because I love
Oh,
how
Overwatch is fun.
I love
Overwatch is
the
pretty good.
lore, the universe, and everything, and
It's
also
really well
ju-
designed as well, right?
It really
Just wait
is.
till Overwatch 2 when they have a story mode.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I
I'm
wanted
so
that. For
excited.
I wanted that for the first game.
I did too. I
And-
did too.
Yeah, and
When's this supposed to
also
come out?
it's I think
I
it's
don't
supposed
know.
to be sometime this year. I want
It is this year, I just don't
it is
know
like
when.
quarter two.
Oh, games.
Yeah,
Let me
also
see if they have a release date. I'll look it up while we're doing
Yeah.
this.
but also just as like a personal note too, it was the
Kitty.
first time in my life where I felt like represented in a video game, because I know it's a running joke just because I'm such an absolute trash for this character, Diva. I love Diva
Mhm.
so much. She's adorable, but also like that's the first time I've not only seen a character that's supposed to be from Korea. Her character is from Busan, which is actually the city my mom was born in.
Oh,
Oh,
wow! I didn't know
okay.
that. That's
Yeah,
so
I'm
cool.
I'm actually tearing up thinking about it, and like, because I remember when I heard Busan, I was like, wait, did I hear that right? And that was the first time I actually felt represented in a video game like that.
That's
Yeah.
really,
So
really
It's
cool.
awesome.
And that's like really important to like anyone ever asked me like what's your favorite like game from your childhood?
mhm.
Specifically from my childhood, I will always say Pokemon Crystal because that was the first Pokemon game where you got to play as a girl.
That's
Oh.
And
true.
people don't
That's cool.
people don't realize how
People don't
like,
remember that.
big a deal
I
that
didn't
is
realize there
to
was one that
people.
did that. I've always seen
There-
it as
there
male
was.
lead. I didn't realize they
Yeah.
did a.
No,
Female, that's
every
cool. And, like-
game after Generation 1 has let you play as a female character.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely Undertale.
That's a good
I
one.
was back in 2014. I remember I was just getting into high school, and that was like high school's the worst. And Undertale, I think, I wasn't really in like the fandom part. Well, kind of. Yeah, I was with the hype, but the game itself really just if there was one game that I could play over again for the first time without any knowledge of it, it would absolutely be Undertale.
It was just like an escape.
Yeah, it was just, and I remember my dad, when my dad bought it for me as a birthday gift, he was like, "Oh, I've seen how much you've been talking about this game." And my dad's a big gamer. So he was like, "You're gonna have a fun time doing it." And my dad and I have a lot of memories of just watching my dad play Fallout. And
That's cool.
Fallout's another
Aw.
one. Not that I've played Fallout, but just because it has so much significance to me when I was a kid. So my
Yeah.
dad used to take the super old songs from the Fallout radio and play them in the car on the way to elementary.
Aw.
See, that's
So
cool.
like songs like Bongo Bongo Bongo, I don't want to leave the Congo, and like I don't want to set the world on fire. All those songs that are coming into popularity because of TikTok now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember like every single word to those songs because of my
Yeah.
dad.
TikTok is bringing a lot of old songs back.
Yeah.
There are
I
songs I haven't
noticed
heard in
that.
years, and they just come back and like, wait, I know that song.
Yeah.
Hello?
So like Undertale or Fallout.
Oh, Sammy.
Munchkin.
Munchkin.
That's a good one.
Christmas.
Munchkin's
Munchkin.
great.
Munchkin.
And we got some more questions in here too. So Rachel asks, when you do voices for NPCs, do you usually practice beforehand or wing it? Don't know if any of you have noticed, but there's definitely been a few voices that I've like slipped into other accents. I 100% wing a lot of those NPCs.
Yeah.
100%.
There,
Yeah.
well, there is one from Avenir's memory that one accent that you did, and I'm like, this is exactly how I envisioned it, and I just, yeah.
There's one I quite enjoyed. It was one, I don't remember the name, but it was one character had an accent, but you keep going in and out of the accent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like just swaying.
I don't know where this guy's from.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, 100%. That
Yeah.
that's happened to me a few times, especially when I have both headphones on. It's hard for me to hear my own voice.
Oh yeah. Oh, you listen feedback. Just to make
Yeah,
sure things
I
are
need
done.
to hear my own voice.
Yeah.
And then Sharna asks, have the players ever frustrated you missing something you thought was obvious but wasn't?
Oh,
no,
I'm
no.
sure.
I've
Be
never
honest,
gotten
be honest,
frustrated
it's
by the
okay.
players missing something. I get frustrated with myself because if I put something in that I think should be obvious and they miss it, that's not on them. That's on me for not doing a good enough job with it.
I'm gonna have to like combat that and just say I feel like it wouldn't be on you. For me personally, I feel like it's that I just didn't understand because obviously with puzzles,
No,
it's a
you're good.
thing. Like for me, it's more of don't quite understand the concept. As soon as I get the concept, it's like, oh wow, I can't swear. I realize I'm gonna swear like shizzle, minus like
Oh, Rizzle.
Yeah.
rizzle. Like
Yeah,
oh
it's-
shit is that?
It's hit or miss.
Yes,
Sometimes
me
stuff
too.
really
Like,
clicks, and
me
sometimes
too.
it's like
Like
we've
you
been up
say
since
Louise.
5 a.m. and I'm like tired, so it's like
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also a big
Nietzsche
Animal Crossing
likes
fan.
this
I grew up
voice.
playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
I haven't sunk in that many hours in my Animal Crossing. No,
I have
haven't
not
played
touched
Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing since the last time I streamed it.
Wow.
I have not touched
It was
Animal
probably
Crossing in
October.
ages.
Wes, if you boot it up now, it'll be snowing on your island.
Oh.
which is a
Oh,
little
that's
That
fun
is
to play
really
with.
cute.
This is how
I'm-
many
I
times I've
boot
played
it up
it.
every now and then.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about Animal Crossing
looks
Wild
fun, though.
World and City Folk and the GameCube
The
one.
OG.
I also
The
had
old,
the
the
GameCube.
old OG ones.
Prison
And I
of
would put
Elders.
hours and hours and hours into those games. I don't know, just because it was just so there was no consequence to the majority of my actions.
Mhm.
Babe,
It's
my boyfriend's
very-
no, I do not
That's-
like
so
Dark
that is
Souls.
your
Get
Sam.
out of here.
Wait, which one? Sam. Oh, that's
Sam.
it. Yeah, hi,
Hi,
Sam.
Other
Sam.
Sam.
Hi, Joey
Oh.
Sam.
Oh, also, hi, other Sam as well. Where's
So-
the
Yeah.
Sam?
This is
so
my
Joey Sam.
Rachel asked, do you know when I'll go back to regular streaming? No pressure, all just curious. You know, I will say, doing the Among Us streams, I got to be very stressed out, and I actually
Yeah.
kind of burnt out on like the normal everyday streaming, and it's not the fault of anybody. It was just there was a lot going on at the time, and you know I was trying to stream like anywhere from 4 to 8 hours a day, and I started to get sick. I started to get like overly stressed out. I wasn't sleeping. I was like barely,
Yeah.
you know, I was not
we
really
would literally
eating.
Not a
stay
good
up
time.
at like 3 a.m. Eastern time at least.
Yeah,
playing games with
it started
Wes
to get
because he
very
couldn't sleep.
bad. So I don't know if and when I go back to normal streaming. Right now, I'm trying to work on a lot of different projects
Oh,
to get some
yeah.
stuff going.
We can't say when it will release yet because it's
We
soon as you
cannot
work.
say. No.
Yeah,
Keep an
I've
eye
been
on
working
IRL
really hard on a
pros.
charity project for about 3 years.
And you're doing a good job of it.
You're doing
The
great.
COVID kind of like pushed everything back by a lot. But I've still been working hard on it, trying to make it happen. Because
And the progress you're showing so far.
So a little just peek behind the thing, but while I was at Smosh Games, I was told that we weren't allowed to do stuff for charity, that we weren't supposed to, that if it didn't make the company money, it didn't matter. And that like really hit me hard, because one of the reasons why I stayed there for so long and why I really enjoyed what I was doing is because I was able to connect with you guys. I was able to like help. I would get constant messages, be like, hey, these videos, they really, really helped me, and I'm going through a tough time, and they really saved my life. That's the reason why I really enjoyed doing it so much. It wasn't, because I got to, play. I didn't very much enjoy playing video games with my friends, but the thing that really kept me going through all of the stresses of how terrible Defy was and how terrible some of the people were, was being able to interact with you guys, whether it was on stream or on Instagram, and get to do cosplay stuff, just because I got so many messages saying that it made people's lives better. And that's always what I had set out to do. When I was younger, I mentored kids who were going through tough times, and I took them paintballing, because teenagers never listen to their parents.
Yep.
Everybody has gone through that phase, probably. Where you're a teenager, you don't listen to your parents, but they'll listen to somebody who is slightly older than them, that's not this authority figure, but is somebody who's going to take them paintballing or play video games with them or do this sort of stuff.
Right.
It's way easier for me to interact with them in a positive way and be like, hey, it's okay to like go through stuff, because I went through a ton of stuff when I was that age, and that was the sort of people I wanted to give. The people who were like me, who didn't feel like they had a place where they were growing up, I wanted to give them a safe place to come where they can be themselves and meet other people like them, and just, be able to live their best life. And it didn't matter, because these streams have always been that way. And that's something that why I really loved the streams, was I wanted to make sure that everyone felt safe to be able to come here and be themselves without fear of being judged.
You've been doing it for over 6 years,
Yeah,
and
Like,
you've always made it home to.
I was like, why do you think we
People
stuck
are
around
here.
so long? That's
Yeah.
what it-
God, guys, I hit 6 years a couple days ago, and I didn't even remember.
Nice.
I think I'm at
I've been
4
here for so
years.
long, it's not even showing up for me.
Oh yeah, I put a
and that-
cooldown on to.
And that's the thing, Marina. I didn't create this
4
community.
years,
Like,
4.5
I may have been
years.
streaming online and giving you a place to go, but you guys are the ones who made this community what it is. If you hadn't been so positive and caring about each other, the streams wouldn't be going anymore. Like, like if you look in our Discord, it's just constantly a place of people supporting each other, people going through a tough time and needing help, and there's so much care and so much love in this community. That's what keeps me being able to stream. That, like, when I was like completely burnt out a few months ago, I was still trying to make sure that I streamed every day to make sure that everybody had a place to go. Now recently I got to the point where I was literally sacrificing my own physical and mental health to keep the streams going, and at that point I had to stop, and that's why I want to, Yeet is something that does bring me a lot of joy. And just being honest, just playing video games online, it does, and especially doing it every day, it brought me back to a time where I was the most stressed out I've ever been. I wasn't healthy. I was at the time back then, I was in an extremely unhealthy relationship, unhealthy and abusive relationship. I was also, I was bullied at work, and so I didn't have a safe space at all. And then, every once in a while, the streams would be my safe space. Playing with you guys and hanging out with you guys would be my safe space. And then, the relationship thing was, I was told that I was spending too much time streaming. So I had to stop. And so I stopped streaming. So, there's a lot that goes on, obviously, behind the scenes that I don't talk about. But just know that, you guys are not alone. Like, you can always reach out and talk to people. Like, especially in this community, we wanted to make this place, this community, a safe space for everyone. It doesn't matter, what area you grew up in. It doesn't matter, the things that will never matter here. What you look like, what you believe, unless it's hateful stuff that you believe. Then, we've had some instances where we've had to remove people from the community because they were being abusive or manipulative to others.
Yeah, we don't tolerate that.
And we don't tolerate that because this is a place where everyone is supposed to care about one another. And
it's also against TOS.
Yeah, and
just saying. Yeah.
Just saying.
So, and I get that, sometimes when people are going through tough things, they take it out in the wrong way. But that's something that, even if you're going through a tough time, I understand. And talking about it and wanting to talk it through with people, that is fine. But using those as excuses to abuse others is not okay, and that'll never be okay.
Real quick, I just want to say, just like with the community aspect and everything, it's incredible that, we're going to be hitting 7 years soon, which is
7 years.
And it's just because, because Oy Vey, it's Rachel, said, I'm pretty new to the Westlings, and everyone here has been so welcoming, and I've not felt left out. I love everyone here. That's the magic about our community. Whether you've been here for 6 years, 6 months,
6 minutes,
or 6 minutes,
yeah.
There's no refund. Like you're part of the community.
I'm
you're
sorry,
safe
it's
here.
in the fine print.
And that goes for all of us.
It's company policy.
When you hit the little button that says follow, unfortunately you can't read it. The pixel's really small.
It's
but
really
it says,
tiny, but it says you're stuck here now.
Yeah, and I also want to
plan.
highlight Hans Kate's comment too, saying what you do is amazing. I work as a crisis interventionalist, and I can say from the other side, hearing kids talk about how little things can literally save their lives. So thank to all of you for what you do. It matters. Oh crap!
Yeah.
Guys, do you want to talk about the first time we met Wes? Talked to Wes?
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, we're on this part of the stream now. We're part of
you guys want to go through the embarrassing things that we've all done?
We're doing this.
I'll go first. I'm ready to embarrass myself.
Let's go from Joey first and then
Let's
go up.
Okay. So the first time that I met Wes, I was 15. It was 2016. It was, I think, May or April or one of those months. And Smosh Games was having an event in Silmar at this weird park in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
and funny enough, that's also where Katie was at too.
Yeah, Katie was there too. That was the first time I met Katie. So
full circle.
Very full circle. And what happened was I told my dad, I think it was like a minimum day at school, but I told my dad to pick me up early from school, and we drove about 2.5 hours to Silmar. And we had such a hugely troubled time finding the place. But at one point we found it, and it was up a hill, and my dad and we got to the bottom of the hill where the park was, and I think it was Tanner was like, hey, do you guys want to take the shuttle up the hill? And I said, hell no, I'm running.
And you did.
And I did. I ran up that hill, and I got there, and it was so cool, and I was starstruck completely. And then at the end of everything, when the event was over, I think, Wes, you came up to me and said, you're from my streams or something, and I was like, and that was that.
Deer in headlights, just...
It's
crazy.
Oh my God.
And then I think a couple of weeks later was VidCon.
And yeah, I think it was a month later was VidCon.
You mean this one? So I have a couple.
Oh no!
Oh, we got some photos.
Oh no! Stop.
Is that one?
Okay. If we're doing photos,
then...
Oh,
who did you get the hat from, by the way?
That was from Kira. I think that was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Different Kira.
Golden
Golden Artist on in Twitch.
What was?
Not Malcolm.
This is my 10 out of 10 one. This is the photogenic people at Disneyland.
That was the Disney.
Oh my God, my hair's so terrible then.
Disney Day.
This was the photo that I took
see if
after
I
bumped the, because I had the old phone, which is here, where the record button for video is literally the same one for taking a photo. So it was 3-5 seconds of going like this, going, that's the video.
Delete the VOD, delete the VOD.
Delete the VOD, delete the VOD. I probably had that somewhere.
Anyways, Cody.
So, in order to understand this, I'm going to preface it and go back a little bit further to the fact that I didn't start watching Smosh until Wes and Raw, or Flitz, as a lot of people know him, until they joined. Like, that's when I had watched a little bit before then, but until then, I wasn't really, like, completely into it.
Mhm.
But as soon as Wes joined, I was sitting there, like, I would watch the videos, and I found myself, like, 5 seconds later even, laughing, like, a lot. Because this guy was just like me, and was doing the thing that I wanted to do my entire life, which was just being in front of people, playing games with friends, like, even without knowing it. And a couple years after, I think it was the first time that I'd actually played. Yeah. Or a little bit after that. I ended up actually getting into and this is how long ago this was. I got into a game of Destiny with both of them.
Oh wow.
This was back when Westiny was still around.
Yeah, Westiny.
Potato streams.
Back in
Never forget them.
2015. And we just kind of had a really fun time just chilling and going back and forth, throwing jokes out, and just playing Destiny the entire time and streaming. And it was like something out of a dream, to be completely honest. This guy that I had looked up to for years and I were just playing video games together, just having the time of our lives. And that was literally the first time that I'd met either of them. And it's just crazy to think that somebody that I looked up to for so long is now one of my best friends in the entire world.
Damn it, Cody.
It feels strange. Yeah.
What about
I'm
you,
trying
Odd?
to think.
You're next.
The first official time that I met Wes was in 2016 at VidCon.
Oh yeah, when we somehow met you.
We crossed that.
I didn't know
I
who
think I
anybody
remember
was.
your whiteboard as well.
Okay, so Steve remembers my whiteboard. Okay, so I actually hadn't even followed Wes on Twitch. I didn't even know he had a Twitch. And I looked at my follow age. I subbed right after VidCon. So right after all this happened is when I came to the channel. I was at it was a Smosh Games. They were playing Mario Kart on the big screen at VidCon in 2016. And I had these whiteboards with me. We were doing a thing, and they were calling people up on stage. And so I wrote "Pick Me" on the sign, and I held it up. And Jobin's like, "Yeah, you with the sign, you can come up." I'm like, "What?"
I didn't think I was getting this far.
I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" I have video evidence of this, by the way. And so I'm playing Mario Kart with them. And then at the very end, I see Wes. I'm like, "Wes is my favorite person. I need to go give him a hug." I'm like, I just remember going up to him like, "Can I just have a hug?" And I got a hug.
Oh.
And then
And do you
few
enjoy
years
giving
later,
hugs?
I was like, hugs are the best. And then I got a photo to show Wes.
Oh no.
No, this was a few years later. RTX
Love
Austin.
the
Do you
hair
remember this?
Oh, I do, with the little guy.
Oh, the little Baba.
Little Jack
Yeah.
Jack and Damien.
Jack.
So got to see. We knew they were going to be at RTX Austin. So that was when my son was like 3 months old. He's like 2 now.
I
Man,
found
he's
a
growing
group
up fast.
photo.
He
Hold
looks like
on.
he's
This is
older.
And that was like the second time I met. Those were like the only 2 times I've ever met you in person.
this is the group photo. That's me right
Oh,
there.
my goodness.
Oh, there's my ugly
And
face in
there's
that.
Wes right there.
Don't you talk
Yep.
crap about my friend, Steven.
Yes,
I'm
Steve,
trying
how
to
dare you
find
talk
the
crap about our
selfie that
friend.
we took, Wes, but it might take a
Mhm.
minute.
That's
There you
okay.
go.
So those were like the 2 times I met you in person.
Steve, I want you to know that you are beautiful and you're forced to accept that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
and
not. I'm gonna cover
You
my
dropped
face with
this.
a blue book.
How dare you?
And then at one point it was funny because streams were a little sporadic. I wasn't logging in as much because it was like they were a little bit later and I was teaching and I hadn't shown up in a long time, but I was still subbed. And I showed up one day and I had the little mod sword next to my name and I was like, I messaged Steve and Nisa, I'm like, "Wait, I'm a mod now?" I was like, "When did that happen?" And he goes, "Oh, a couple months ago we decided to make you a mod." I'm like, Okay.
I remember that as well. You whispered me. You were like really confused. I'm
I
like,
was
oh
like-
yeah, we did
I
that
was like,
a bit ago.
wait.
Hey,
What?
to be fair, they literally threw the mod sword at me out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wes
Oh,
just
okay.
yeeted the sword
I
at
was
me
like-
too.
I was like, Zio's been here long enough.
Yeah.
Mud sword.
I was just.
I
was
modded
waiting for
our chat mom and our chat dad.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
I just
Oh, thanks,
remember, I think I was coming to the stream for a couple months now, and I was like, hey guys, like, da-da-da-da. And Wes is like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you the mod sword. I'm like, what?
You get them all.
What?
He
You
didn't
get
even
'em
give me any warning. He's like, hang on, I'm gonna do something real quick.
I
And I'm
also
like,
didn't get any warning.
Next thing I know, I'm a mod. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, and we're like, ah, yes, you were initiated by the yeetage of the sword. Welcome.
You were
So,
initiated.
anyway,
Yep.
Steve. Oh,
Huh?
unless, did you have more?
Oh, I
more to
had it.
share?
That was it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my photo, but I can't. I gotta look for it. Is there any other questions, guys, while I look for this?
Oh, yeah, y'all have any other
Yeah,
questions?
put it in the chat if you got any more
Wait,
questions
Steve, you
for us.
didn't. You haven't shared how you met. How
He
your
shared a
first
picture, I
met
think.
with Wes.
Yeah, I showed the
Your
photos.
first time.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
the first
Oh.
time I met him.
Speaking
Uh,
of mods
what do
and
you-
stuff, I did a thing that I haven't done yet and I need to do.
Wait, what? What did you do?
What are you doing?
Now the mods are scared.
We'll see. You'll see in a
I'm
second.
scared.
Oh no.
I
You'll
am
see is even
a
worse.
fear.
Wait.
Let me go get the tissues. Hold on.
What did he do? What'd you do?
You're
I don't
making
know.
my stomach a little.
That is fair. That's a fair
The
point,
question-
Britt.
Who
You
is
don't have
cutting
a
all these
photo of
onions?
us, do you?
That's a fair point, Britt. I did in that very same stream yeet $1,000 at him.
Let's see.
That is true.
There it is.
Oh, Quinn! VIP.
Wait,
Hey.
Ooh, fun! I don't know what that
Hey.
means.
wait, what?
So there's a
What?
little badge that you can give people who
I forgot that
make
that was a
an
thing.
impact in a stream.
Mhm.
Oh! Hey!
Fun!
China!
It's nice, right?
Yeah,
I
we don't see it
found
on the
it.
thing, but we can see it
I
on the thing.
found
Nice.
it. I found.
She just
Whoa!
realized.
Wait, what?
She's like, who? Wait, what?
What am I
I
looking
Hey,
found
Rena.
the photo.
Gwen
Oh.
and Sharna,
There's
they
a
have
few
the
more of
VIP
those I
badge.
probably need to give out.
Oh,
There it
yay!
Oh my
God.
gosh.
It's-
Focus.
Aw.
I'll be right back.
I need a picture for that.
I need
And
a
I just
picture.
realized my subscription symbol is still me with a chocolate
Still
mochi
the-
in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
VIP badges. I don't believe you can modify, but you can always change the
Oh, you can?
sub badge. Sub badges you can. You can set it so that
Crimbish.
they change depending on the latency.
Here it
latency,
is.
like
There
3
we
months,
go.
6 months.
Oh, baby
that here.
Joey.
I
Oh,
have
that's
blonde.
great.
You're
Little
long,
I
baby
was a
Joey.
blonde, guys.
You were.
with
That
long,
was.
That's
long
right.
lashes.
That was because I
remember
was a
that
swimmer
day,
and my
too.
hair was bleached every day.
Yeah. Actually, real quick, just,
Aw.
I feel bad like bringing it back, but I haven't been able to share mine.
Oh,
Go on.
Go, yeah,
Yeah,
go.
I did
sorry,
that.
Tell us your
sorry,
origins.
but yeah, I remember it was my second semester of college, and I just started to follow Smosh Games at the time, and I forgot who, like, one of the members on Twitter was all like, "Hey, our editor is streaming on Twitch. Go send him some love." I'm like,
I remember
okay,
you sent
chill.
tweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I remember hopping on there, and I think it was like 20 people at that time or something.
Oh, no.
and,
Remember the first... Were you there for the first stream? Where
like, League
somebody...
of Legends.
Was it with Brett?
where somebody hacked it and I had 4,500 viewers?
I was not there for that
Whoa.
one.
I was.
No.
I was
definitely not
like-
there for that.
This is incredible. This is crazy. And then somebody typed in the chat, like, are you, like, using... you'll get banned on Twitch if you use the thing. And I'm like, oh, God, please don't get me
Oh,
banned for my
no.
first time. Please don't do that. And then it, like,
No.
dropped down. But we had, like, 500 or 600 people because, it, like, I showed me on the front page with all this stuff. But that was my first stream where I had, like,
oh my gosh.
so many viewers. And I'm like,
This is
oh.
actually my first time hearing about
I'm like,
this.
oh, God, please,
Yeah.
please don't ban me, Twitch. I swear it's not me.
I just
my
But
thought
I
this
think
was
somebody
like-
was
Fuck.
trying to be nice, and they like used a mod to like get a
not
bunch of
realizing the
people,
repercussions of it.
yeah, bots and
Aw.
stuff. So yeah, so
Gosh.
I was like freaking out, like, oh my God, I'm a Twitch star.
I'm a Twitcher, but
I just realized that my story is literally Niece's. That was meeting you, but Niece's story is similar to mine. My follow age isn't the same, but
Mhm.
I have been following with the channel
Mhm.
about
Yeah,
the
our
same
follow
time.
ages may not.
Back
They may
then-
not reflect, but
Yeah.
we've
My
all been
Twitch,
here a long time.
Yeah.
With my
But-
Twitch age, it's a bit off because that's how I was in Twitch back then. I was
Same,
very
yeah.
cautious on who to follow.
That's a good question. What are
Sorry,
what are some
Nisa,
of our
what were you
favorite
saying?
moments together? You're looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Uh,
my
Go on,
favorite
Nisa.
thing we've
What was
ever
your
done.
story?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna piggyback off of that. It might be a cop out answer, but yeah, Yeet has been my favorite moments. Honestly, but
Just the fact that Nisa
yeah,
and I like came together with an idea that actually came to fruition. It's like
yeah, it's insane.
yeah.
But yeah. So I remember you guys might see her pop in from time to time, but Nikki Chewitz. I remember
Yeah,
she
Nikki.
said hi to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. And I just remember kind of like lurking in chat. I wasn't really doing anything, and then I followed you on Twitter. I don't think I just made Twitch, so I didn't know how things work. So I followed you on Twitter, and then the next time you're like, hey, I'm gonna be streaming, and I hopped on and I'm like, hey, hey, how's everyone doing? And just to provide some context, I've been in different internet communities for almost for the greater part of my childhood leading up to this moment, and I've usually been the one that's either like ostracized or no one really remembered me or anything like that, which leads to Nikki saying, hi, Nisa, it's good to see you again, welcome back. That never happened to me before.
Really?
And that hit me so deep to my core where I'm like, I gotta stay with this community. And that's why when everybody feels included, it's pretty much been that from the get-go.
Yeah.
It'll never change.
Yeah, and then a couple months later, I remember I was talking about VidCon with, you guys might see her in chat sometimes, Psych or Michelle.
Yeah.
And we were like,
Michelle, yeah.
and we were like, oh, you're gonna go to VidCon? I'm gonna go to VidCon too. And I think, Wes, you mentioned, you're like, oh yeah, I might go for like the meet and greet or something, which led to VidCon. And this was actually our first, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, this is our first photo.
That's crazy.
It's really hard to see, but
it was showing up a little bit, but yeah.
a little bit, but yeah. And I remember when I first met you, I was like, hi, oh, you're tall. So yeah, but
See, I wasn't more of that. I was more of like, we're the same height, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't really like go, how's it
me,
going?
you, me, and Wes are
Hey, guys.
all around the same height.
I will be right back.
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
but
I'm the tallest out of the three of us,
yeah,
and only by like half an inch.
but
Skills, that matters.
a little bit. But yeah, so basically the rest is history. And when I moved down to the SoCal area for college and everything, I was able to meet up with Wes at conventions too, like at Anime LA and such. And I mean, well, unfortunately, things kind of happened because there was a wildfire that happened during this time that I remember inviting you to my college graduation
Yes.
too. So it was that too, where it was like, this community is such. I have my grad cap. Hold on, please hold. Like,
Oh, the
God.
green one.
wait.
Before she comes back, this is one photo I will cherish of. Oh, she's back.
Yeah,
She's
sorry.
back, so she's gonna see the photo.
So,
I'm about to show chat this.
ah!
That's one photo I'll treasure.
This was
I think,
VidCon.
VidCon.
Oh man.
Look at us with our creator badges. Look at us.
Looking at us all bougie, all fancy.
Yeah, but okay, so just because, like I mentioned, that I started coming to streams my second semester of college, and then fast forward to 4.5 years later, and then I finally was able to get my degree. I knew I had to decorate my
by the way.
Thank you. I got that expensive piece of paper. This is actually how I decorated my grad cap.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's right.
And it says, even though I'm scared, I'm stronger than I know, which is a lyric to my favorite song from Lindsey Sterling. And I actually did a ribbon too. And I don't know if it'll really show, but on this one it says, thanks mom and dad, because obviously you gotta do that.
Yeah.
But then on this
Stream
it says,
fam.
hashtag stream fam.
Mm.
And
Aw.
I remember going on Twitter during my ceremony, during the boring commencement speeches and everything.
We were watching Nisa's graduation
They were-
ceremony on live stream.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there were like watch parties when Rabbit was a thing.
Oh,
Rabbit.
no,
Does anybody
Rabbit.
remember Rabbit?
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
So-
remember you.
Yeah,
I don't-
and not only that. Carly or Cupcake Chaos
I love that
put
girl.
together a graduation video gift for me, and it was a bunch of people from the community. So
I think I was.
yeah, so sorry,
Maybe
just
check back to see if I
like
filmed
all of
it.
this on me, but it's just like this community means so much to me, and I'm just absolutely glad to see that this community has grown so much within, geez, the past 7 years, and being able to see people like find these streams and find this server and find this community as a refuge, and even those who've only been here since the beginning of quarantine or whatnot, they were able to find that safe spot. So
Like we
I love
said,
you guys.
But
Thank you
no,
for coming to my TED Talk.
No, you.
like we said,
No,
6 years
you.
or 6 minutes, it
Lisa,
doesn't matter. Your
no,
family.
you.
Yeah.
No, you. Fight me.
No, you. You.
All right,
Yeet
guys.
pseudo reverse card.
This has been a really nice feel strange, just chatting with everybody.
Yeah.
I am starting to get very hungry.
Me too.
You should definitely
Treat
get.
I was
yourself.
like, there's
So-
a reason I'm eating carrots right
Yeah.
now.
Well, and this has been nice. Maybe we can do some more of these like little chats with everybody. Too.
Yeah,
I like
Really
doing
good.
these. It's very nice.
Wait,
Good.
hold up. I actually have an Uno reverse card, and it's a BTS Uno reverse card.
Oh my dear lord! Why
I have an
do you
Uno
have
reverse
that?
card.
Oh.
I
Because
wrote it
one of my
down.
friends from work who is also a BTS fan, it was actually a Christmas present from her for me. I didn't buy it with my own money. It was a gift.
Hold on, I can beat that.
Oh, there's this one message here from Stylen saying, "I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm actually crying right now. I only had 2 or
I win.
3
I have a blue eyes white dragon.
that didn't backstab me throughout school, and now I have so many friends that care about me and check in with me, even though you don't know my name. Although I might do. That will forever stay secret. I feel like I've known you all my life. You guys are amazing, and I'll never ever stop coming to these streams. You know what? Fruit Loop it. Hi all. You might. Oh, I thought you were doing a joke on me. I'm like, don't pull the Australian card on me.
Sylvia,
Sylvia.
nice to
Nice to
meet
meet you,
you.
Sylvia.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And Kiwi. Okay, Kiwi. Awesome.
Believe me,
and
I
Sylvia.
understand it can be a lot to just give your name. It took me 6 years.
It did.
Oh, really, Hans? Really, Kate? That's awesome. I'm really
What's
glad.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
That's
oh wait,
amazing.
really?
Oh,
And that's what
Oh,
we hope
that's
to do. We just
wonderful.
want to help people.
welcome
Here
to the
comes the water.
Oh, love good.
receiving my college degree.
Oh.
The graduation
That's the weirdest thing is that
ceremony.
this
I
community
completely forgot
has
about that.
been through the start of some of people's
Yeah.
biggest changes in their life. Like
Yeah.
Joey
Huh?
Yeah.
graduating. It's like, oh my dog.
Oh yeah,
Nisa.
I did that.
Also doing it, and
Yeah.
recently
Carly! Sorry.
Carly's here!
Carly. Hey Carly.
Hi, Carl.
We were just talking
How you
about you.
doing?
All good things, I promise.
Yeah.
I was telling everybody about the graduation video you dropped on me, and it made me cry like a baby. So, but, gosh.
I love you guys so much. This community is amazing. You guys are all
Love you,
just
bro.
so
Love you.
fantastic.
Love you, stream fan.
I'll let you guys know if I do end up streaming in the middle of the week, but really do from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being a part of this community and making it what it is. And that goes to everyone who's on camera right
Everybody.
now and every single other person in the chat room. You guys are amazing, and you guys are the ones who make
You're
this
great.
community what it is.
You are
You're
right.
You're very
You're
fantastic.
great.
Yes,
You're
very
breathtaking.
fantastic. You're all great. Don't
No,
let
you're
anybody tell you
breathtaking.
otherwise, or
You're
I'll get them.
breathtaking.
Okay.
I
Put the
have
horse
the
on
Uno
you.
reverse card somewhere.
You're all
I
breathtaking.
have drawn one, so
But yeah, for real. You guys are all fantastic, and thank you so much
Yeah.
for real for being just so amazingly kind to each other. Like you never know when just like Nisa said, when someone just saying hi can make a huge difference for them.
mm-hmm.
So
Wait, hang on. Lady Lovegood is like confused in chat. In all
Oh, you're a
I know
VIP.
why. Yeah, you're a VIP now.
Oh, you're
man,
VIP now.
Congratulations, Catherine.
it's
Aww.
crazy how that
I
happened.
think she
I'll be
just
rolling
noticed.
out over time.
So
Yeah,
weird.
also, hi Tardis and Elkhorn's doing the laser chair stream again.
Oh my God!
Also,
Really?
so
So
I
we've
just saw he
literally
stole
been part of
mine.
the experience.
I will say one last thing before we leave. Just remember, be that light that somebody else knows you are.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Well put.
He's not laser chairing. He's
Oh,
That-
you
he's
have to watch
hosting
off
us.
another channel. You have to watch off another channel to see his stream. It's a
Oh,
weird thing in
interesting.
Twitch, where the stream's still out.
It's a purgatory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
love you guys
I love
so
it.
much.
Really
To the
do.
moon and back.
Yeah.
Love you all as well in here.
We're gonna raid a friend, Black Nerd Games, Andre.
Hey,
Andre.
Andre!
So have a
Yay.
great night, guys. We will see you back
Yes.
for sure next Friday. And
More
until
yeet.
then, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you
Kaki
for being
too.
amazing and
Bye,
awesome.
guys.
Be
Bye,
well, guys.
everybody.
everybody.
Have a good weekend.
We love you.